Oh,
It's
yeah,
May.
it is. Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
It was.
But we're talking about May.
Yeah. We're just shy of just a few days there.
That's how it's always going to be. But it's
Yeah.
fine. We're closer than we have been before.
True. So I would say it was overall an improvement to April.
Yes.
But I will say, still a weak month.
Yeah, I feel like that is always a spring thing. K-pop just doesn't understand spring, and that's understandable.
Well, I feel like we're also, because there's a lot of like newer groups out, and they're all
Don't know their sound.
They don't know their sound. They're trend chasing.
But then it's also like a month where they don't know what sound to do, because it's like, do we do some like spring floaty vibes, or
Are we cute, or
are we cute?
are we rebellious?
I will say they were less cute this year.
Yeah,
in the spring
true.
months. I think we went very hard into the EDM, and that's a thing.
It's, yeah. I feel I know we talked about this a little bit
Yeah.
off camera,
Personally,
but
to each other.
yeah, while I was, listening to all of the songs, and I was just like, what is up with these producers? Like, they just don't know. Like, they're trying to do a little too much, and the result
Some groups are trying
is,
to do EDM that aren't supposed to do
well,
it.
I like EDM. Hi, Alex.
There's groups who... Hello, Alex. as we're just rambling about our rants before we would talk about anyone. Hello, Alex. Alex is on time. That's rare.
I know.
Some groups do EDM very well, and some do it surprisingly well. And then there's other groups who I wouldn't expect to do EDM and who did EDM, and I was like, they shouldn't do it again. That's kind of my thoughts.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's not really the artist's fault, it's the producer's fault.
In a way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if the artist is the producer, then it's their fault. But in a lot of cases, especially with new groups, that's not the case.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of these newer groups are just, there's an epidemic of groups not having an identity. And groups...
And then that translates into chasing trends.
Yeah, I'm so over the trend chasing, but also, like, I can't tell these boy groups apart. I'll be honest. They all sound this, like, and like, I know, was it Nowadays even changed their name to Nows, which is stupid.
Oh, they changed it?
It's
I
stupid.
It's still Nowadays.
No, it's called,
Okay.
they're just called Nows.
I like Nowadays better anyway.
Nowadays was way better. But it's like there's so many groups, like, even their group names are similar. Like, now you have NEXZ, or however you say it, and you have Nows, and you got, like, all these other, like, I can't...
Trends and NEXZ get confused with me.
Yeah,
The trends
so-
and NEXZ, that gets confused.
So you got, like, their names are kind of similar, their concepts are all similar, and, like, all their music sounds the same, and it's like, I can't tell these people apart.
Yeah,
Like,
we have
so...
a mid-music epidemic, but I would also like to call it a mid-music crisis.
True.
Kind of like a midlife crisis.
True.
But
So what I need K-pop companies to do is I need them to hit pause on the constant releases of their new groups all the time. And
That's
I
fair.
need them
I
to
feel like some
sit...
people are doing too many comebacks, and I think they're running out of material fast.
They're running out of ideas. Let these ideas cook a little bit,
Yeah.
and then come back with something that you're, like, actually,
we
like,
need
really
something, 'cause
proud of.
The Western music industry is like on one end of the spectrum, and then K-pop's on the other. So K-pop's doing way too many, and then the Western music's not doing enough. So we need to come into the middle and find like a happy medium ground between those.
Like, I would rather you have one good release in a year versus having 3 or 4 very mid
or
releases.
even just like a one main comeback and then maybe a single. Just do
That
that.
I think I think that would be great.
Yeah.
And, like, I know that's typically what, like, more experienced groups do as they get older, and then they pursue, like, they take breaks to do, like, solo activities. But I feel like these new groups, like, there are so many new groups that are all doing the same thing that I think it's even a smart strategy for them to hit pause and just come back with something that's...
I think
that they really worked on.
They're gonna get lost in lost.
Well,
in
they're
the
getting
sauce.
lost now. I can't
They're
tell
already
them
lost in the
apart.
sauce.
Yeah. So I understand that's been the long time K-pop strategy, and it has worked for a long time. But now
It's
everything's
overwhelming.
oversaturated, and
Yeah.
I'm bored. So, anyways, and that's not to say everything was bad this month.
No.
I have a lot of
We
good
cut
to
a lot
say.
of the bad stuff. We actually
Oh
ended
my
up
God.
with quite a decent
Okay.
list.
If you're
by now.
if you're wondering why some more popular groups are not on this list, it's because the songs were so bad that if I talked about them, I'd get us canceled. So
It also caused you physical pain.
it caused me physical pain. So like
It
'cause
wasn't
I-
as bad for me. But
no,
I understand.
I was
where you're
coming off of
from.
like having like migraines. I had like a tornado and all kinds of bad weather here, and so I had like crazy migraines for days. And then I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna like my head's clear enough. I can listen to this music, and I listened to the music, and it brought it all back. So
It's like PTSD.
it
But
really
you
was.
hadn't listened to the music before. Yeah. But anyway, we should get started.
Let's get started.
Enough of our ramblings.
What are we talking about first?
It is up to you. You have the more opinions right now.
True.
Let's go. What do you want to talk about? Who causes you the least amount of pain?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm generally more positive about this month. But
There were several songs where I'm like, Josie's gonna like this, and I don't.
yeah.
And I knew that. Let's just start with P1 Harmony.
Okay.
I feel like they're a safe place to start.
They are our safe place. I had a twin. Oh, are you in generally the same area? I don't know where you are, Alex. So. But
Oh no,
there's
there's been
everywhere.
tornadoes in a few places. So
I've
yeah,
escaped.
yeah.
They sometimes come here, but not too often.
Yeah, we don't get many tornadoes on the East
Kansas
Coast.
has got a ton. We got one technically when we were in Ohio.
Yeah, my
It
friend
was like
drove
on the
through.
outskirts. We got hail.
Yeah, oh
but
yeah. Okay. Anyways.
P1 Harmony. No, enough talking about the weather. This is not a weather forecast.
No.
So yes,
It was my birthday though. We didn't
It
talk
was.
about that.
We forgot to talk about that. Happy birthday!
I'm old.
It's over.
Yeah.
But yay!
It's my
birthday
my
month.
last year of youth.
Well, you're still in your last year.
Yeah.
old are you?
Well,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
29.
Yes. Okay. You
Okay.
sounded like you had already crossed the threshold, and I was like, I don't think you have. Yeah, I'm older. You're younger than you.
Yeah. No, it's my last year of youth.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is P1 Harmony. We have 2 clips from them. So
Yeah.
here's the first one here.
Let's go. Duh.
So yeah, it's a very like 90s inspired hip hop stuff.
Yes. I loved it more than I expected to because I watched some of the teasers and I was like, this sounds like something I could be obsessed with, or maybe not, because sometimes like groups ruin a song and you don't like, you listen to the final product and it's like, ooh, they did something and I don't like it. I ended up being obsessed with this, so it's
Yeah.
my vibes.
I was not a hip hop fan in the 90s and early 2000s. I liked Hilary Duff and Avril Lavigne. So this concept can be hit or miss for me. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this quite a bit. So
It's
I
a
think
great mix of the hip hop like sound with amazing vocals from Keho in particular. But also,
I've decided I
also
am
had great
Keho
vocals.
biased.
I got bias wrecked kind of by the man in the ponytail. I think his name
I
is
don't know all
Theo.
their names.
And
Yeah.
then there's Intak, who I also think is very handsome.
Oh, they have some of the greatest rappers. I think they're they're 4th gen, right?
I think technically yes.
Yeah.
They have to be. There's no way they're 5th gen.
Yeah, just making sure.
And
Look,
they're not third, so.
I have not followed P1. I've started following P1 Harmony like last year. So
Yeah, I'm still learning. I mean, I know who Keho is because Keho
Yeah.
is everywhere.
yeah, he's
I
always
see
on
him everywhere.
Instagram. So
Yeah,
he's always talking on
I
lives.
know who that man is, and he's very talented.
He's funny.
He had some
so-
of my favorite moments.
Yeah, but he also can sing.
He can sing. And he
but-
showcased it here.
Oh yeah, he did. Like the soul behind his voice is just so good. But I think they have some of the best rappers in K-pop right now. Them and Zikers, I think, are the most impressive out of like newer groups. But yeah, it was quite fun. Let me get to we do have a rap.
Yeah, it's like it's the transition from the end of the rap to like Kiho's iconic part.
Yes.
And I'm just obsessed with it. And you can make it big. I don't think you made it big yet.
I didn't make it big. That's true.
Oh, well.
My bad.
Okay.
Look.
We'll get it for this one.
Yeah, here we go. Like, his voice is so smooth.
Yes. And, like, I just love the tomato line. It's so good.
You wouldn't think that line would have been as catchy as it was, but
it is. Like, that was such a fire transition. And yeah, go find Theo with his pump. Oh, that's cute too.
That's a cute. Look at them. Yeah, they're all squished.
They're a bunch of cuties. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this. I've been listening to this a ton. I love the little does. There's like, it's just I want to watch a live performance. So
it's a good like dynamic switch up. Like when everything drops out and you just have that one thing to focus on.
And it's just
I like it when songs do that. Like there are songs that we're gonna talk about later that I think could have used that would something like that. Like there were a lot of songs that kind of stayed kind of level with their dynamics, and I get really bored when I listen to stuff like that. This keeps my attention. The song kept my attention the entire time. It's fun to listen to. It was impressive. Everybody was very skilled, and I enjoyed it.
This might be one of my favorite songs by them in general. I mean, there's still
I would agree.
There was like a single that they put out that we both really liked, but this was like an official comeback. So
yeah, well, I really liked Sad Song. And I also.
What was the other one? There was another love one.
Fall in Love Again.
Yeah, I really like that song.
Yeah, that's still my favorite song by them.
Yeah, but
like I know it's got the one cringe line in it, but like the rest of the song is so good that you just overlook it. Love it. Yeah, I don't care.
But like out of like their official like comebacks, I think this is probably my favorite by them.
We'll see if it beats out Sad Song for me, because that one was really good too. And I do listen to that one quite a bit still. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it stands the test of time. This is one of those ones that like I'll have to see if the longevity is there. I think it will be.
For me.
I think it will be
for me already.
But like determining how it ranks against their other songs. I mean,
that's fair.
So,
that's fair. But yes,
but that is them. All right. Who do you want to talk about next?
We can talk about how many. I think it's pretty even between everyone. I think there are more boys though. We can talk about Hwan-woong. I can never say his name correctly because there's too many N's. Yeah, from ONEUS.
There we go.
He had a good solo.
Oh, it's doing it again. Where it does I try to hit pause, but then the pause shifts over and then it goes to the back.
I think you can click in the center of the screen and it'll pause.
I know, but it's like right.
Make it big.
It's just I know. It's just where my brain goes, and
I know. I understand. It takes skill to be the one in control.
Look,
I was doing it for years.
I'll get good.
Yes, you're already great.
Okay. Thanks.
So yes, this is Hwan-woong's. I don't know why his name trips me up. It trips me up, but I know who he is.
The W really shouldn't be there, in my opinion. It's one of those.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to pronounce it, but it's written in there,
not,
and it throws me off.
It's like one of those. Yeah. It's like Wonu from 17. Like that's how it is.
Yeah.
I don't know why they.
Whenever I read it in English, it throws me off. But
yeah.
Anyway, he's killing it as a soloist.
Yeah, I would say his is probably the best out of all of the ONEUS solos.
Because we didn't talk about them last month.
No,
though we did enjoy Ito's.
Yeah, that's probably my second favorite.
Yeah, it got like there were so many last month that we couldn't talk about it. But out of all of them, I think this one is also my favorite overall. It was just so dynamic. He's an amazing performer. He always has been. He does a lot of covers and like dance covers. So I knew it was going to be a performance heavy song. So
yeah, and
it lived up to that expectation.
Yeah, I'm glad that he went the route that he did. But here is the clip from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, very very catchy chorus, very good
K-pop.
choreography.
Like it's very traditional K-pop sound, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even though it's like obviously these aren't like the highest budgets of music videos because there was so many and like they had to split them up between all the members, but I think it still ended up looking like really nice, very professional.
Like professional, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like the different lights. And
the lighting is good, and also it's like the whole like less is more kind of a thing. Like, really, you just need like a nice outfit, some good lighting, and just let the performance like speak for itself. Like, you don't need a ton of special effects or anything. I can't get it to pause on a good spot. There's a cool silhouette. That's he was. Silhouette. Yeah.
But as someone, because he got the same type of hate that San did for overperforming, but he was just being a good performer. So I hope he gets his moment with this and people shut up, because he got so much hate for just like being expressive and like moving his body the way it should when performing.
Yeah, like as long as you're not like drawing too much attention away from the entire group, then
this was
it's
talking
fine.
about him as a solo, like
as
when he was doing dance
solo?
covers. Like he was doing dance covers, they're like, he's doing too much. The same thing like Yeonjun gets. And I'm like, he's performing.
Yeah.
like,
I'm
sorry.
I don't know if this is like gonna be like, I'm not meaning to throw shade or send hate, but like what IRENE does is overperforming, like to the detriment of her group. What like he does, like that's just dancing.
Because he does dial, like he still like puts in 100% during group performances, but he does I think dial it back to match the group. Yeah. But when he's doing a solo stuff, he goes all out because he's the only one there.
Yeah, that's
he's
like telling
to
Taemin to turn it down.
Exactly.
Like when you're by yourself, you can perform to the best of your strengths. Like that's really dumb.
So
because
I hope people stop saying
because like what San does, like San will do, like when he's in a group, he still like he doesn't. I wouldn't say he overperforms in a group setting. He just has like really expressive like facial expressions, but like his dancing still like lines up with the group. So like as long as you're like still looking cohesive as a group, I think that's the most important thing. But that's dumb. I never once did I ever think he was anywhere near overperforming. That's actually so stupid. I'm actually kind of shocked by that.
Because he would do like the dance, like the TikTok dance challenges, and people would give him so much hate for doing them. And I'm like,
oh, I just punched my microphone.
That was a good sound for that. Like, knock him on the head, Lori. Knock him on the head. But yeah, I hope that crap stops because it's stupid.
That is.
Give it to someone who deserves the judgment. It's not him.
Yeah. I don't know. That actually is very shocking because there never once, not even for a second, did I think that was anything bad. I had actually like no complaints about that at all. But that's that. Good job. Let's just get this out of the way.
Which one?
BTS.
Okay. What did you think about this whole situation?
I went on a ride. A journey.
Mind you, this is a nearly 6-minute song.
It is.
6 minutes. But anyway.
These girls dropped some bars.
They did.
And it's so at first I am. Yeah.
There we go.
So we have 3 clips. So we're going to start because it's a 6-minute song.
I had to because it's a 6-minute song.
And we went so many places. in this song.
In so many, it's hard to capture this one. There's also F-bombs, so I had to cut around the main chorusy bit. So, yeah.
So let's play the first clip.
Let's go on a journey, shall we?
We have 3 clips, so here's the first one.
Pick what you want, baby, I do insist. I hit the dentist like a little menace. They open my mind to a solar
eclipse.
Solar eclipse. Yeah, sorry, I should have let it play for another second. So, like, at first, when the song first started, I was like, this is gonna be awful. This is gonna be trash. And, because the song, the D.I.M.M stands for Diamonds in My Mouth.
Yes.
And
Which
I was
is
like,
part of the, there's like a chorus, like a man voice that says, like, what is it? Diamonds in my mouth, diamonds in my, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the main track that they sampled, I guess. There's some random man saying that. And they said F them boys or something in the middle of it.
Yeah. They did.
Which, I mean, iconic. We love that. F them boys.
I hate that I left this.
I thought you were going to end up loving it. That's why I was like, I think she's actually going to end up loving this because it is kind of XG coded in a way, but it's very
different.
bit. It's like, it's a similar vibe.
I was not so like I saw that their name was VBS and I was like, that's a choice for a group name. Is this like a debut? I've never heard of them before.
Yes.
This is a debut?
This is their debut.
I'm gonna look them up real quick because I didn't.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, we're gonna see who these people are exactly. All right, we have an adult.
Oh yeah, there is a 16-year-old, unfortunately.
Oh, so close.
At least there's not a 13-year-old because there was a group who was part of this month that we cut out because they have a 13-year-old. So we are not talking about Kiras or whatever their name is.
Yeah,
but there's a 16-year-old in this, unfortunately, because I think this is a little bit mature for a 16-year-old. But
honestly, yeah, that does take away a little bit from it.
But overall, like talent-wise and like production value, I think this was actually very good, and I was surprised at how good it was.
They're really talented rappers too. Like if they wrote these lyrics too, that's another thing. The
lyrics were also like surprisingly good.
They were. And some of them are surprisingly hilarious. We don't typically get political here on this channel.
Oh, the Biden line?
Yeah. Is it in a clip?
I don't believe so.
Man.
You can turn on the lyrics and try to find it if you want.
True. I'll play the second clip first while we're thinking about it.
Speaking of political, there's military planes flying over my house. Hopefully you can't hear them.
Oh, I hear them. Anyways, we'll just drown it out with this. You see, like, their flows are really good.
I know. I love when because there's 2 times where they kind of like do like a unit kind of situation. And it's so good. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I'm finding this line. I'm finding it.
There's all them F.
There's all the we won't play that part.
All the F bombs.
Oh, wait, I think it was before the Britney.
Oh, I think, yeah, it's like Ride. I think you passed. There was Ride. Did I? I saw Ride in, which rhymes with Biden.
Oh, there it is.
You can play like 2 seconds of it.
I don't care what political party you're affiliated with. This line is hilarious, and if you think it's not because it's on your side of the party, then you're too deep into then you're too deep into politics. You need to find the humor in the situation. But here,
find the humor in politics because
it's a joke. Anyways, here it is. I can't believe they dropped that line. Girl has some balls on her.
Oh. But yeah.
I was stunned when I heard that. I was like, ain't no way she
I thought I misheard.
I did too.
I was like, did I just hear Joe Biden's name dropped
in a K-pop song?
What a time.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the most politics we will ever talk on this channel, by the way. But
whenever their names are dropped in songs,
that's
humorlessly.
I can't believe they did that. But yeah, this was just 5 minutes of talent, honestly.
Yeah.
Just And then you think the song's
And I
over.
don't think it took. Yeah, I don't think it took itself too seriously either.
No,
'cause
it
if
didn't.
it did,
then it would be
I would
weird.
have. Yeah. But then, like, okay, so then the whole song, you think the song is over.
Yeah, the music video
And
looks like it's ending.
Then, like, the one girl's, like, awkwardly looking for her grill, I guess, is what.
yeah.
And then it, like, fades out. And then it fades up to someone finding the grill. And then we get a whole new rap verse.
Which went so hard.
I think it's my favorite part.
Honestly. You thought that last line that we played was good. No. Here it goes.
Yeah.
I'm running with a brand new clip. They call me up trying to reminisce. I hit back like new phone. Who this?
She's so cool. Oh my
The
goodness.
delivery is so good.
It's just like she's so cool. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's
and she looks cool.
and like it was all in English, so you could like understand the whole thing very easily. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know who she is, but like,
oh, she's a new member. So like, what's happening? I don't know.
That's why
lore.
like new phone. Who this? Because she knew.
Uh,
Oh my goodness, that's
true.
great. That's even better.
Yeah, because I think they've been pre-debut for a long time. I think, and then I think this is their debut. I don't know. Like I'm.
Yeah, she
I don't
does
know.
remind me of Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Like I have a little bit of lore because Nugu promoter talks about them quite a bit, but I am still like unfamiliar with everything that's going on. So, but I know that they're talented. And I love how they can be kind of cutesy, like because like some of the choreography when they're in like the school outfits are like, oh, they look so like traditional K-pop looking, and then they drop bars. I was like, that's so cool.
And they dance really well too.
I know, because they could do like a K-pop song, but they decided to just do like a cipher. Or
No,
whatever.
I am so excited to see what they do next. Like,
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If the CEO is American.
true. But yeah, no, they took risks in this, and they also had fun, and it showed. So yeah, I'm gonna keep following them. I think because this was what I think this was so refreshing to me. Like we needed something like this, especially girls dropping a site. Like nobody's really been doing that since. I think the last one was
XG.
like XG and maybe Bad Villain with Hurricane.
Bad Villain, yeah, that's like the closest we got.
Yeah.
In K-pop world.
I just think it's so cool when girl groups do this and do it well. Like, there's not many girl groups that can pull this off. There's some that try, but I don't think they actually have it. These girls have it. They can do it. So, more of this, please.
They've done traditional K-pop songs, but they were cussing in those ones too.
Look,
Iconic.
they're a bunch of baddies, okay? Like,
They are.
it's fine. Anyways, who do you want to talk about next?
We have some soloists.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can talk about a boy group, or we can talk about Samuel. If we're talking about rap, like let's
Okay.
just continue on this train.
Yeah,
So this is Samuel,
I like
previous
Samuel.
almost member of 17.
true. You also have 3 clips for him, so I will pull one up right away.
It's a journey. We don't have to play all of them, but
We'll
think it's
play
worth
all
it.
of them.
I think the production on this was
Well,
just
yeah,
very
also, I'm going to like
interesting
this on
fun.
our account because
Okay,
I
that's good.
enjoyed it. But here's
Yes.
the first clip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's kind of like the main.
that's the main chorus. Also, he's a little adult now.
He is an adult now. Yes. We
Yeah,
saw
I
him
remember.
when he was a
So
baby.
yeah, like before he went through puberty, he was doing all the 17 like pre-debut stuff. So like that's how I see him in my head. He dances a lot. It's gonna be really hard to find a good still shot of him.
Maybe back like up where like the.
There's a
Selena Diva
silhouette
one.
for now. We're gonna be playing another clip here in a second. But yeah, no. So for those of you who don't know, oh hi Brooke, thank you.
Nice.
Oh and hi.
New
yeah.
name.
New names.
Don't-
That's can't pronounce
New
it.
name.
I'm not gonna try. But hi.
I don't want to offend by like Hakito. There's a lot of K's, but that's a cool name nonetheless. But speaking of Kiras, we aren't talking about them just because there is a 13-year-old, and there's a cutoff for us, and we just can't. Maybe when she's like closer to
When
an adult.
I say when they turn 16, then we'll start.
Because I
adding them
listened
in.
to their song and it wasn't bad. Like I didn't hate it. Like I actually enjoyed it, but there's a 13-year-old. I can't. She's too young. But I wish for them the best.
Yeah.
But we will talk about them when they're older, or at least that one member is older. But they'll all be older at that time anyway.
But yeah, so
anyway, Connor says
Samuel,
he's so fine. True.
Samuel has had like a tumultuous.
Yeah.
I can't talk. You know what I'm trying to say.
True. Yeah.
No, you can't say it. What the heck?
Tumultuous. I can't say it.
No, we're just gonna. Everybody knows
You know
what I'm
the
trying
word.
to say.
You know the word.
He's had a tough
Rough
time
journey
of things. You know.
Yeah.
So,
He got unnecessary hate. Too.
Unnecessary hate. You know, he ended up not debuting with 17, probably for the best because he was too young.
Yeah.
That would have been like, because even Dino was young and during their debut, and he's younger than Dino. That would have been like, it was a smart decision on his mom's part. I believe it was his mom that like pulled him out of 17 just because he's too young. But yeah, so he still has a good relationship with 17 members. They still hang out and stuff.
Doing little collab videos. It's cute. He also wrote Mingyu some of Mingyu's lyrics on his solo on this most recent album.
Cool. But yeah, so then he debuted as a soloist. Actually, it was doing really well as a soloist, and then there were issues with the management. They didn't end up leaving on good terms, and then his dad was murdered.
Yeah, that was a thing.
That was a crazy thing. And then so obviously like that just made him take a break, and then he came back kind of doing his own thing. And the quality of his music is so high. Like we talked about his last song, which I love that song. I listen to it all the time still. Like that song
Cody.
has what's up, Cody? But then yeah, so but I don't know, that song's so good, and then this one's so good. But like
this one is my favorite, I believe, out of everything I've heard from him.
Very
so far.
dynamic. But
the lyrics are genius.
They are.
He was dropping bars, and I love it.
I just wish that like people would find this. Like I don't know how to like get him like promoted
anymore.
Yeah, but anyways, here's the next clip.
I mean, I think him like collabing with 17 a little bit, like doing like the little dance challenges and stuff. Hello. Doing that with 17 is helping kind of promote him and getting him back recognized. That's quite the shot, right?
It is quite the shot. Here, let's just play it.
Let's play it.
So yeah,
I just love the
like a
production on
little
that.
ASMR. Oh, that's a good shot. Also, are his tattoos real? You think? I think they look kind of real.
I assume yes. It's an interesting placement for that one, but
It is.
I won't judge.
No, it's he can do what he wants. He's
cool.
an adult
He's a
now.
rock star.
True. But yeah, so we had a lot of dynamics, and then I guess we'll just play it really quick.
Yeah, so this one's like the little where the music cuts out, and this is just so interesting. Like I could have never had this thought to like create this part of the song. It's just so interesting.
Diva, like Selena. If she smile like this, I'ma make her my whoa.
It just goes so hard into the chorus. It's just so
Yeah,
fun.
he's just a fun individual.
He's
It's
a
like
lyrical genius.
in Yeah when they like when the music cuts out and it's just like the sound of like him like sipping a soda because he's talking about like that was part of the lyrics, and they cuts out all the music. It's just like, let me open this can of Coke right here, and then it goes. And so he's really good at like drawing your
He's
attention.
hands-on with all the writing process and producing process because it's just so unique, and like I said, I could never have thought of these types of dynamics in songs, and he's just doing it casually.
Yeah, he's actually like he's so cool,
talented.
and I want him to get more recognition for all of this hard work, because clearly he's talented. Like, he can sing and dance and rap and all that, but it's like on the production side of things too. It's like he's doing really creative things, and I want him to have the attention he deserves. So So if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it.
Yeah, you have to listen to the full thing to get the full effect because it's hard to showcase. Because it just flows together so well, but there are those moments of just like genius, and I'm just like, oh. So yeah.
Yeah. So there's
good.
Samuel. But I think now it's time. We talked about a lot of things that we've been
Let's talk
really
about something
happy
negative.
with. Should we rip the Band-Aid off and talk about the thing that we both really hate?
Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way.
I'm glad I'm not the only one though, because like I thought I was just extremely biased against them because I've been their pre-debut and like for their debut, and I hated it. And like it's nothing against.
No, you showed it to me though, and I agreed.
Yeah.
I also did not like it. So
There's just something there. No,
these
it's just like
girls get really great songs. Let me say that.
musically. It's a great song.
Musically, these girls can't sing.
Particularly one. I think if the one wasn't there, I would have been less mad.
Yeah,
about it.
she's so nasally.
I think I skipped around her. I think it's the one on screen right now. That is the
I
offender.
think that she
she
this
has a
is the
side
offender.
Bernadette. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because the song quality is so good. And if they just had a
music
better
video is
singer-
great.
The music video is beautiful. The concept's really cool. And I thought this since day one, but there is something about their voices that
That are not good. It's not
irritates
good.
me. Yeah, it hurts my brain. And it would have been less bad if the one singer wasn't there, because like I could tolerate the others.
I
but,
think
like,
the
there's just
others
one.
the others make better rappers than singers, and I think if
I think
they
they just
turn them
need
into
one
a
deep voice
rap
someone.
group,
We need one person with a deeper voice because I think they all have the same tone up
They
there
do.
nasally, and it hurts me.
they
And
do.
it makes me sad because they're so pretty too. Like
They are really pretty. But anyways, I'll play this,
Yeah,
and so everybody knows what we're talking about.
it's the less bad part. It's fine.
It's fine, you don't have to love me. I'm the devil,
It's so nasally. It's so nasally. Like
But
I can't
this
listen to
could have
that.
been-
But they do it too.
could
Like
have
the
been.
song does it too many times because that's the chorus. But like,
Yeah,
look at
it is
these
repeated a lot.
shots of this music
The
video.
visuals
It's
are amazing.
stunning. Like they're beautiful. But somebody give them a vocal trainer, please. Because
I
like,
don't think you can fix this though. Like it's just the
I
placement
mean,
in their voice.
but
I don't think you can fix it. We
I
just need a
don't-
deeper voice woman.
they need a deeper voice. But I mean, you can just not sing through your nose too. That's like another
I
thing.
guess.
Like you
It's
could
just,
just
there's a. I don't know. I don't know how to fix
teach
it.
them
I
how to
know
use their chest voice. Something
It
like
needs, it
just
needs more of a
open
mix.
it
They
up.
need a mix in there.
Like
Mix that voice.
just something. Just like, can you imagine if that chorus was done with a full chest voice?
Because I know of some artists who could pull that off brilliantly in K-pop. And I
Can
want
you
them to
imagine
sing the
if
song.
Taeyeon had that chorus?
I know that would have been iconic. But there's also like like the more rocker girl voices, like they could have pulled that off so well.
True. I'm thinking.
Or even like G-Idol. I feel like G-Idol, or I guess
Oh,
Idol now. I feel like
Neon
this would be a
could
great
Neon
song
could
for
have
them.
killed
Yeah,
that
I know.
chorus. Yeah.
And I'm picturing that, and I'm like, I wish I could listen to this song,
Or even Blackpink.
but I can't. Yeah.
Rose could have
It
done
would-
that
it would
chorus
even-
really well.
That
Yeah.
would even be tough for them though. Like this is a difficult song. I will say that. It's difficult to make like tolerable, I guess, because of how many times they do sing that part of the chorus. But it could be done so well. And unfortunately, they did not do it. But the styling is beautiful. Their stylist is amazing. They're beautiful girls. Their rapper is good.
Yeah, the Russian
does-
part honestly was kind of cool. Like like when
Yeah.
she just started like almost like spazzing
Like, the
out in
voices,
Russian
like,
a little
layered
bit.
over-
Like
there's,
I
like,
was
voices
like
layered
I was
over
like,
each
well,
other.
that
You're
was
like,
that was like a part of the song that I did really enjoy. Like I was like, this
Like
is
I enjoyed the
this is
song as a whole.
interesting.
It's just I can't listen to it because the singers of the song.
Yeah,
hurt me.
but like I'm shocked that even in like post production that they didn't like edit their voices some to try to make
you can't
it.
fix it. You can't you can't.
I don't know.
it.
There's a lot of auto tune out there. And I think they could have done
I don't
something
think it
to
can
make
fix that.
it a
You
little
would have
better.
to take it. Like I don't know what you would do honestly, because it's not even like incorrect. Like it's on pitch. It just something about the vocal tone is bad, and I don't think you can fix that part. That's the problem.
Okay, well, I'm glad that like
you can fix it by singing it differently, but you can't fix it. I don't with like machines, unless you just like do an AI voice, which could have probably been better. I don't know.
there are things that could have been done. You could have maybe layered the vocals. You could have maybe added some effects to it. Something that
Or just
made
like
it,
cut that part out a little bit, like maybe.
or
make
maybe
it
not
less
have that girl
focused.
sing that part because she can't do
Yeah, because
it.
when the others sang it, it was better.
Better, not great.
And that's still not good, but like better.
No, but like I'm
the
wondering
verses
if
sounded
it,
good.
like.
The verses sounded like they could sing those. The verses were okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they just need that one girl. Just like needs to go. Honestly, like this is not the career for her.
Which is unfortunate because she's
she could be a model, like go,
Oh,
like,
yes.
or
I
an
would
actor
look at
or
her all day.
something. Like go do that, but like,
Or even a dancer. She doesn't have
or
to sing.
even that, but like, if they don't get vocal training, like they're not gonna go anywhere.
But yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't improved because this was my opinion of them since day one.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it hasn't got any better. But the quality of music's there. It's just
They have everything except
talent.
like girls that can sing. So
yeah, which is kind of
Unfortunate.
the opposite of how groups kind of. are, 'cause
yeah,
usually, like, they
normally
have
it's the
bad
songs are
and good
really bad,
talent.
but they have talented people. Yeah. So this is a weird
Yeah.
conundrum of a group.
Yeah.
And this is like, I don't know if I'm gonna say no shade or not, because like honestly,
a little bit. Of
I
shade.
feel like they need a little bit of shade, because it's like this is unacceptable. Like that level
little
of
bit.
that quality was absolute of the performance was unacceptable for like an actual release. And it's like
But I think that's just who they are. I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel bad because like it's frustrating because I want them to be amazing because they are beautiful. I just wish I could say that they're beautiful and talented, but I can't say that. I can just say that they're
I can
beautiful.
only say that they're beautiful.
So
And that just shows visuals cannot carry you through a song.
no.
So
Because even if it was just if the rest of the group was stronger, maybe I wouldn't notice the one member so much.
I
but
don't know, it
think
was
they're
so
all
bad.
kind of
it was so bad.
yeah. But we will not hate on them like actively, obviously. 'cause we
No.
don't do that.
It's just they came up.
So
like we
we're
don't
not asking anyone else to do
No,
that
don't
either. Like,
don't
do not give
comment
them
hate. Don't comment hate. Honestly, I
Just
want this to be
maybe-
constructive criticism.
I wish there was
Get-
a way to give constructive criticism that wouldn't look like hate, but
Yeah, but K-pop fans can't tell the difference between constructive
Yeah.
criticism and hate.
So
They
I'm
kind of
trying to
they're
be constructive.
they're very black and white when it comes to things. These girls could be good if they had a vocal trainer, or if they have
Yeah.
a vocal trainer, fire whoever that is immediately and get a new one.
I would
So-
suggest first working on placement of your voice. That will
this
help
is like-
a ton.
It's literally like
Because
the
I saw
single,
like a vocal show, like a K-pop vocal show, where the guy like changed the placement of his voice and he became an amazing singer. Like,
that's
in
literally
2
like
seconds.
you could fix it so fast with one
Yeah.
lesson. It would feel incredibly different. Like that's
It just takes someone telling you, and then you have to figure it out for yourself because you can't like show where to.
yeah, you just have to like that's
Play
the
around with
simplest
it, I guess.
fix, and I think they would be so much better.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's that.
Good dancers,
Good dancers,
The
pretty,
dancers are
good music video,
beautiful,
terrible singing.
great song in general. Just
I won't
the
listen
singing.
to it ever again though.
unfortunately.
Okay. Well, who's next?
We can talk about. I mean, I think we have more girls. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking. We can talk about ablume. Maybe we can cleanse the palette with the vocals
Okay.
because I love their vocals. These were some of my favorite members of 50/50. I know it was a messy situation. We don't really talk about the new 50/50 just because.
I don't know what's
It's-
going on, and it's
it's a
messy and
mess.
annoying, and I
But
don't care.
these were some of my favorite
Oh
voices
my gosh,
from
just
that group.
land on where the timestamp is. Okay.
So here we go. Echo. So very, very original 50/50 coded,
Mhm.
at least with that part. There is a switch up.
There is, which made me like the song a little bit because this is not my style at all.
No, this is not your vibe.
No,
Like
this is
aesthetically
this
though,
is,
I think it kind of is. It's kind of like hippie. It's kind of
Yeah,
like what
I'm-
Kiki was doing a little
yeah.
bit visually.
I'm very like hippie in real life.
Yeah.
So
I
that is.
feel like we need a new word for it. It's like nomad, maybe. Like it's because it's not quite hippie, but it's like there's kind of hippie. I don't know.
Yeah, like
It's a
they're
style,
the
I
kind
don't
of
know.
girls that like renovate a school bus and drive around the desert.
Yeah, drive around in like a Sprinter van.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah, I have a friend from high school who's doing that now. She's
Yeah.
killing it. She's actually like
I think
out.
one of
She
our college friends
does.
is also doing that.
Oh, true. Yeah. But like she went so far into it. Like she does like fire eating and stuff in the desert at music festivals.
We also
So
have
it's like-
another college, not necessarily friend, who also does the interesting circus things.
True.
That are
Yeah, I know a few people doing that
That are
kind of
like
stuff. And it's like, that's super cool. But no, she actually lives out in the desert and does that. So
Yep.
it's like, this concept makes
vibe.
me think of that. Except she
Wish
does
I
it
could
to
afford to do
EDM
that.
and not cutesy
Yeah.
music like this. But
Yeah, but this is very much their vibe. I'm glad they kept it to an extent, but they did kind of spice it up with this
yeah.
rap bit.
So here's this part.
You light 'em up, spin it. They see me like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know we good with it. I'm feeling it. Hip.
And
love
I
the
think
kick.
that is what a song like this needs to stand out.
Yeah.
Something to
Because
make
otherwise
it.
we would be bored.
I would have been incredibly bored. Had they not had a little switch up there. So yeah, this is definitely a you song. This is not a me
it's
song.
more me. Like, I don't think I'll be listening to it too much, but I do enjoy their vocal tones. Like, where with the last group, I did
And
not
the
enjoy their
lyrics,
vocal
the
tones.
lyrics were also
This one
good
I did.
too.
Yeah.
They were,
And it's just, like,
were they
it's a
all
good, easy
English?
listening.
yeah, I think they were pretty much all in English.
Pretty much mostly, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of a trend because, like, Cupid, they
I
take it
I have noticed that there's been a lot more English songs lately, and it's like I'm okay with it, but it's like
Sometimes. I have a
Sometimes.
song coming up eventually that I am not okay with it.
Oh,
but we'll
interesting.
get there eventually.
okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's like
But with this, good. Like, love.
yeah, I think they will retain their fan base with this style of music.
Yeah, as
Um,
long as, like, the controversy does. I think they're fine. Like, I think mainly the controversy with the whole 50-50 situation has stuck with the original 50-50 name. And they,
Yeah, and now all of
they have
the 50-50 hate goes to the people in 50-50
the new
right now.
50-50. The 25-25. Oh, what a mess. But I think they have overcome. And I will be listening to them more.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, because the new 50-50 music is also not for me.
I didn't
So,
even listen to it. You told me
oh,
that
yeah, I
that was
sent
gonna
it.
be like my personal hell, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip it altogether.
One day you should, because I think it's hilarious if you listen to it after knowing what I just said. But yeah, Pookie was not for you. If you couldn't tell by the title, Pookie would not be for you. But this is more tolerable for you, I would say. Oh, Pookie.
Oh, Pookie.
Oh, Pookie. What a title, what a song.
I'm gonna get something else out of the way that like I'm kind of mid on.
Okay, here's it's complicated. The Koreans hate old 50-50. The international fans hate the new. Yeah, that's kind of where it's at. It's a messy situation. I wish it didn't have to be, but it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is Last Crazy Train. So here's the clip. Let me make sure I have the right. Hang on, I just lost it on my page. Okay, so one. Okay, I got it.
One.
So it's like not bad.
I would say,
but
I would put this in the category of good, because there's good, very good, and excellent, and so on.
I
feel like
think
this is just
Elast
standard.
kind of stays in the good category. They don't really
They
break
are
out.
talented vocalists. Yeah, I don't think they get enough dynamics in their songs. I don't think their songs have enough dynamics to show off how good they are as like singers, mostly.
And I don't know, I think all of their music so far has been very
Yes.
forgettable to me.
Yeah,
I can't like I'll listen to it and then I'll completely forget what I heard.
How it goes. Yeah.
So it sucks because they do have really nice voices and they're good dancers and
like
performers.
the song isn't bad. Like
No. It's not bad at all.
Some this month gave us physical pain. This one was quite nice to listen to after all that. So yeah.
Sorry, I took a bite of food.
I was wondering where you're going. I was trying to read the bear shirt. I think it says Smile Bear.
Smile bear.
Smile
Yeah.
deer. Maybe it's deer.
Smile. No, it's bear.
I can't tell if it's a B or a D. Anyway,
It's a B.
That's a
I'm
ginormous
looking.
bear.
I'm looking at it on my full screen. It
Okay.
says Smile Bear. But yeah, I think that they're let down.
And like it's a fun theme. I don't think there needed to be more choreography or something. Like I was kind of bored visually. Like they're in an arcade, they're having fun, la di da di da, kind of like the typical situation. I will say it got more dynamic when they were dancing. So I just kind of wish there was more dancing.
Yeah.
And a less bland, because when they were dancing, it was kind of like a bland screen. I was like, they could be dancing like in an arcade. That would have been fun.
Yeah, they could have had like all kinds of like lights and stuff, but
Yeah, I mean, I understand budgets are a thing.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like they suffer from an identity problem.
A little bit. Because the song isn't bad, but like,
No.
it could have been better.
And I feel like I've heard it before, like
yeah,
from other
definitely.
5th gen boy
I've
groups.
heard this song like 5 times.
Yeah,
in the past few months even.
this is my biggest problem with like the newer boy groups that are coming out is they're all kind of just like this.
I mean, they did what
And-
they could because they like the end vocally they like did some runs that were fun. I
Oh
just
yeah,
needed
no,
more.
it's not a. This isn't an attack on
problems.
them or even criticism towards the members. This is a criticism towards their companies for giving them stuff
Yeah.
that's not original.
Because when I hear the name ELAS, I can't think of a sound, and
No.
usually for different groups, I can kind of pinpoint what we're gonna get, or at least like what I can expect. And like when I hear ELAS, I'm like, I don't know, it's gonna be a generic boy group song. I can tell you that. But that's about as much
I
as
expect a
got.
generic song, and that's
And
unfortunate.
I shouldn't. I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah,
So.
I really I hate that that's where my brain goes whenever, like, it's almost to the point where like I don't want to watch them because it's like I've already seen it.
Yeah, you're
Like-
gonna be disappointed.
Like I'm always
You've already
I
seen
just
it.
set myself up for disappointment every time, and it sucks because it's like you've clearly got a talented group of people, but like you're just kind of wasting it on songs that are very mid. So
Yeah.
I hope that their company will maybe rethink
We
what
say
they
that
do.
every
We get
time.
a
say it
concept
every
change.
time.
And well, I'll keep saying it until companies start
listen.
adding quality to their music.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can praise them.
I'm praising their talent, just not.
No,
the
it's
song.
no. This is not an attack on them. It is an attack on the company. Stop giving them mid music.
Exactly.
Anyways, that's about all I had to say for that.
We can do. I don't know what to do anymore.
I'll just talk about Mark here.
Yes. Not to be confused with
Mark-
Mark. This is Mark Tuan.
Mark Tuan, true. The
Yeah,
other
Mark. I
the
think
other
last
Mark.
month, right?
We did have a Mark last month. 150.
The other Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
So
was a vibe.
this was a
I
vibe.
enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would.
I enjoyed it as well. Here is the clip.
Pause.
Look, I was just letting him finish the sentence, okay?
That's fine. That's fine. It is a vibing song. Like this is like a, this is a put on in the background. Like just need to relax type song. Like this isn't anything too intense. However, the dance was good. Like the choreography was good
Yeah.
and
I
dynamic.
probably liked it more than you did. Like this is kind of a vibe that I've been into lately.
Mhm.
It's definitely like a song you expect to hear in a changing room at a Hollister, I think.
Yeah, like an older, like not a teenage
Yeah.
store, but like a kind of like a mid-20s store. Because then there's like the older stores that play just like generic pop music. This is like the mid-age level store for like the 20 to 30-year-olds.
I would say Forever 21, but that store is gone now.
They
So
are no longer. We're not Forever 21. They are no longer.
I missed them already. Anyway.
What a time. But yeah, this is such a vibe. I did enjoy it more than I expected to. And I was engaged the entire time because sometimes I get bored with these style songs, but like I was vibing the whole time. So this is definitely, if I'm in a chill mood, I would put this on.
I kind of liked that he broke away because Mark, in my opinion, can cross into, with some of his lyrics at least, into the cringe emo kind of category.
A little bit.
Like even in Python, he has his rap kind of bordered on emo in my opinion.
But not
so,
like the good emo. It's more like
no, like just like, what did he say? He was talking about what were his lyrics in Python? Like music's how I'm venting now, broken glass I'm
Python.
bleeding out. No, I love Python. I love Python. I still listen to it all the time. I'm still
lyrical
obsessed.
genius. Excuse
But
me.
it's like that thing. It was like that broken glass I'm bleeding out. It reminded me of like Jonas Brothers. It's like I'm walking on broken glass.
Broken glass.
It's like.
That's
And
my
it's like,
childhood.
I know, but it's like sometimes he can cross over
a little bit
Kinda
like
into the
Disney,
sad
the
boy
Disney
kind of stuff, yeah. But this, I feel like he didn't do that, and I was like, wow,
This was
that was good. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I would have been sad if it had crossed into, because I feel like the vibe of the song, he could have very easily crossed into the cringe emo a little bit, but he didn't do
held
it.
Back. We see growth here. He's
Yeah,
matured.
and like there is a time and a place for emo music, don't get me wrong, but like it's not something that I'm like super into anymore. So yeah, it's more like when you're a teenager, that's what you listen to because it's like you think it's super deep or whatever. But this, I think, was a nice chill vibe with good lyrics, good dancing, good visuals.
I like the whole music video aesthetic too because it's like
look how
definitely,
simple
like,
it is.
It's very simple, but like it's like kind of like looking at like a painting in a gallery. That's kind of how I felt like.
Well, I mean,
while
look, there's like
watching a
picture frames
painting.
and stuff.
Yeah, but it felt like I was like in an art gallery, just like watching a moving painting, essentially. So I really enjoyed the visuals of this.
Yeah, and it's super simple, but like captivating at the same time. So
Yeah.
I think it was very good.
If there was any more, it would have been too distracting. So.
Yeah, and especially for like the energy level of the song itself.
Yeah.
I think
it's definitely
I think
a
it was
low
all
energy song.
lined up very well. But yeah, good job, Mark. Mark Tuan, not the other Mark.
The other one. Okay.
Let's see. Let's do. I don't know. You pick. I picked this one.
Okay. Throwing it over to me. We can talk about Black Swan, I guess. We'll throw a girl in here. Multiple girls.
So I don't think we ever talked about Black Swan on this channel, or did we? Did we?
But it was negative because.
Oh, because of that auto-tune mistake.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what it was.
I mean,
but yeah,
okay,
the
I'll be
last-
honest. I know who they typically use as producers, and I hate their
True, you
producers.
showed me.
Their
Yeah,
producers
you
are
showed me.
super cringe, in my opinion. If that's who
And-
made this song too,
I don't know. I like this song better than their typical music.
I still didn't
don't
like
love
it.
I didn't love it. What is going? Is there a bag? What is that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I pushed something on my desk.
Okay, I was like, I hear.
Sorry.
clapping.
no. I my desk is a mess, and I'm trying to make space.
That's fair. Mine
Yeah.
is also. But as far as their music goes, like this is one that I like more than others.
It was an improvement to the last song,
Yeah,
but it's still like
not my favorite.
no, which sucks because like I like the members.
I don't know them too well. I know Fatu, which
Yeah.
is how she pronounces her name. I didn't realize. I've always been pronouncing it wrong, but Fatu
Yeah.
is her name.
I think she's super cool and really talented,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, their songs are mid. And so Black Swan was like, so for those of you who don't know the history of Black Swan,
Yeah, they have a messy history too, which
they're
makes it hard.
super messy. So Black Swan used to be a group called Rania, who I thoroughly enjoyed Rania, but Rania
Doesn't
was
exist anymore.
no, they were completely
Like, I don't
erased.
think none of the
They
original
erased. No, they're all gone. But
members, right?
they erased Rania with BLACKSWAN. Like, they deleted Rania content off of the channel. And they're like, Rania's gone. Like, they're just
Yeah.
gone. And now this is who we have, which I think is a little disrespectful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, keep
It makes sense though, if
Rania's
they built the
legacy,
audience.
and debut a different group. You don't have to replace them with this new group. Just say it's just a new group.
Because was there any
So-
crossover with the members, or
No,
was it just a
none.
Okay.
Absolutely
Yeah,
none.
That sounds like a small company thing to do.
Well, the company never knew what to do with Rania. So Rania, for those of you who don't know, they were the group, they debuted the first black K-pop idol, Alex Reid, into Rania with their song Demonstrate, one of my favorite songs of all time. I've actually met Alex Reid in real life. I watched her perform at a festival, and I got to talk to her afterwards, and she's an angel, and she's super friendly. But you could tell, like, I told her, like, oh, like I love Rania, I listen to your songs all the time. I watched all the live stages, like, I just love it. She's like, you could tell that there was animosity
She knew.
towards the company.
knew.
Like, you could tell she was trying to put on, like, a good face, and she's like, yeah, like, please keep supporting the other girls and all that. Not a single nice thing to say about the company, but, and then it was shortly after that I met her and talked to her that that it was announced that BLACKSWAN was replacing Rania, not just debuting. Like, they took over their YouTube channel, they rebranded it, and they got rid of all the old stuff, which I think is
Also,
dumb.
this is
But
a question for you.
yes, Rania is the
Okay.
group that did Dr. Feelgood. But they never had a consistent lineup of members. They were always changing.
Which is always just
every
a mess in
comeback.
general.
Every comeback, they had a
Had
different lineup.
people. Yeah.
Every single one. They made Alex the leader of Rania before she was fluent in Korean, which is also
Which doesn't
so
work.
they actually had two leaders at one point. It was Alex, and I forget which member they made the other leader, but it's like Alex was like their leader for international things, and then
Yeah.
the other member was the leader for Korean things. But like, poor Alex got thrown in there. She was treated like a feature. Like, she wasn't even in the full choreographies and stuff, even though they made her the leader. It was like such a disaster. But their music was so good. And it's like, I wish that BLACKSWAN had whatever quality producers that they did when Rania was getting songs like Demonstrate and Start a Fire. Those songs were incredible, and I
'Cause
loved
if they
them
got that,
so
I think
much.
they could
They'd be huge.
much bigger. Because people keep questioning, why aren't they bigger? It's because their music isn't at the quality it needs to be.
No, they're... Oh, I guess I should play a clip. We haven't played it. I'm just
Oh,
sitting here
oops.
talking about the history. Because, like,
Talking about the lore.
they have such a complicated history that I feel like
Yeah.
people don't know it. Anyways.
It's generic.
It's generic. It's generic, and at least something that we like. Oh, she's
Ooh,
this
that's
is a
pretty.
gorgeous
Oh.
shot, actually. But like, I think their producers, like, they're good. Their debut album is called Goodbye Rania.
That's such shade.
It was awful, and Alex didn't like it. I know that much. Alex was
Yeah.
talking about how she was like, I wish they did that a different way. She's like, I don't like feeling erased.
Like,
Like,
it's
so
one thing
like
if
the
they had,
member
like, some of
actually
the-
said, no, they
It's
don't.
one thing if they had original members in the new group or something, and then it could make sense, but then it's just a group stepping on another group, essentially,
Yep.
and being like, goodbye, squash.
But they have nothing in common with Rania except for having like a sexier concept. Oh yeah, no, and BLACKSWAN has
And
had a
then-
complicated history with members
Yeah,
too.
there was bullying, and then people got kicked out, and then, like, there wasn't a Korean member for a while, but now there is.
No, there's not
It
a
was
Korean
whole
member.
thing.
They just
Not
do
now?
Korean. No.
Okay. Because there used to be. but
There
then
used to be.
She either left or got kicked out, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That was a whole situation. I remember that happening. But
But I feel like
yeah.
if they're still using the same producers, I feel like that producing group just kind of makes like XG
should.
knockoffs.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're mature enough as producers to
No.
doing all that they're doing. I feel like
they're
need to
very
go work.
trend chasey producers.
Yeah, and like it's a part of their personality too. Like, cause I used to show me some of the clips.
Yeah,
that they make,
they're all
and I'm
over
like,
Instagram and stuff, and they
it's a little
I
bit-
find them to be a little cringe, but yeah, I don't know. I want to like
Yeah.
Black Swan. I think, but it's like the history of Rania, like
That
never
soured it a little.
never
That was not a
set
good
well
foot
with me.
to start
If I
off
wasn't
on.
such a big Rania fan, then I don't think it would have bothered me. But I loved them. I watched every live stage with every comeback. Like I was so into it. And it's like they never even put those songs on Spotify to begin with.
Well, of course
I would have to
not. That
listen
was-
to them.
yeah.
I would have to listen to them on YouTube all the time, and it
You
was
could probably find them somewhere.
no,
I'm sure
they were
someone
not.
re-uploaded.
I looked.
Really?
I looked. Those songs were never uploaded onto Spotify.
Maybe we can go thrift shopping in Korea and maybe find a CD.
Maybe.
That's I think the only way we're getting.
Yeah,
It. Aw,
but
that's sad.
but yeah, it like they seem more stable now. I think they finally found the lineup, but
Yeah, I think at least the stability of the members, I think, is solidified. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think they're going anywhere.
I
as
just
far
wish
as I
that
know.
they would actually get quality music. To
Yeah.
make me
But again-
forget that they erased one of my favorite groups.
It's a step. I would say this is a step better than their previous music, at least for me. But it's
Yeah.
still not quality enough
No.
musically.
They're so unique, but I feel like
Yeah.
having a group of all foreign members, like not having having a K-pop group without a Korean member in it is like kind of intriguing
Interesting.
because
Yeah.
even though this was an English song, their songs usually are in Korean,
Which I think is cool.
which is super
'Cause
interesting.
They could easily not.
Yeah, but I think the messy history is too much to overlook the song being kind of mid. So,
Yeah. But I mean, again, the styling is beautiful though, because I think
oh yeah,
when Fatu's hair is like pulled back when she, because I don't really like the bangs on her, but there's like a look where her hair is like braided back.
This one?
That one. She looks amazing there.
she's gorgeous.
like that
Blue
one,
hair on
look-
her too,
Yes.
girl.
Yeah. 'cause
Oh, I
the
love-
bangs
I
were a
love
little bit much,
her.
but when those bangs are pulled back, I was like, oh, she is stunning. with
Look
that.
at-
Look at. Come on. I was obsessed with this look. That was the
Her
highlight of the
parts.
whole thing for me.
Oh, her parts were my favorite of the song
Yeah.
too. She's such a good rapper.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I wish that her songs were
She
better
had
because I'd
better,
be
yeah.
such a huge fan because they just need songs that are actually
I
good.
will say like the verses were stronger than the chorus, but
The chorus was
just
not
so-
good.
It was so mid that I was like, I can't with the rest of the song now, because like the verses were like better than usual. So I was like, ooh, this is stronger. Then we got to the chorus, and I'm like, oh, never mind, we're
Yep.
back.
But anyways, that's that. I felt like
We're rooting.
we needed to
We're
have
rooting.
like a history lesson to probably know why it's harder for me personally to get into
Yeah.
them, because I never fully got over them erasing a group like that. I think that was really immature of the company to do.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they just did it because like, oh, we already have fans.
Yeah,
just
we'll
bait and
just
switch.
give them the YouTube channel that Ronnie had built up. But
Yeah, we'll just feed them something they didn't ask for and hope they don't notice.
yeah.
Even though we named our album Goodbye to That Group.
Yeah,
That was such
the
shade. There must have
previous
been something.
the previous members were not happy with that actually.
There must have been some sort of rift between
Oh,
the
there was
management and the members.
Oh, there
because
was
there's no-
drama.
that was such shade.
Oh,
on the
there was
company's
drama.
part.
No. Like, just there are
Yeah.
videos. Like, if you're curious, like, you can look up videos. Like, Alex has talked about it pretty extensively now for like as much as she can. But
Because
yeah,
that's borderline like Everglow's company kind of shade, because their CEO shades them all the time. So I'm like, that's giving like hatred of the members of this group, which is stupid.
yep. So, I don't know. The company's messy, but like the girls are talented.
Yeah,
So
there's some bratty CEOs I've noticed. Like they have an attitude problem.
anyways,
There's nothing like a member of a group can do that can like deserve that
nah.
kind of treatment. Not like that.
Let's
Be
talk about
professional.
some more boys.
RIIZE. guys. Speaking
Yeah.
of controversy, there is
Controversy.
controversy, obviously. So
We've
that's
already
fine,
talked
guys.
about it some. We're not going to talk about it
Yeah.
again.
I know that like there's probably still lingering boycotters. It's not gonna happen, guys. We tried. It was a good effort, valiant effort, but SM's never gonna change. So I will be talking about them. I'm not gonna support them financially as a group. I'm not gonna buy albums. Not gonna see them in concert. But we can talk about them because they did come back.
Mm.
And I don't have them on my Spotify playlist anymore, which is sad. But I'm trying my best to like kind of boycott. But like I love them as a group. They're very talented.
Mm.
So it's like a weird dynamic. I think this is just gonna.
It's a harder it's a harder boycott for you because they're more your style.
I like that.
I still
I love the members too. That's the unfortunate part.
I kind of nothing has hit really for me since Talk Saxy.
Talk Saxy.
I would include this. This didn't hit for me. I respect it for
know
what
why
it
it would.
is.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why after we play the clip.
Okay.
So this was
It's
very
Disney.
very Disney. Very
Yep.
I said High School Musical.
specifically.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
what is it? What's the song? I Don't
all
Dance. That's
in
the
this-
song.
oh.
No, it's I Don't Dance. That's what the song reminded me of.
I don't all I can
I
see
Don't
it.
Dance. The baseball one?
Yeah, the baseball one. Yeah, no, I know all of the High School Musical songs. I know them very well. But that is when I'm listening to High School Musical, I know what I'm getting. When I listen to
That's fair.
K-pop, I don't want to get High School Musical.
That's fair.
So I think that's where the rift is. But
Yeah,
also,
this isn't my favorite song by them.
While I can respect that the quality of the song itself was very high. Also, this hairstyle, fire whoever did this. Fire them and never blacklist them from the entertainment
let them
company.
do
This
that
is
again.
awful. This is terrible. Anyways,
No.
I don't know how you take somebody with such a great face and then just do that to
Just
them. That was such disrespect.
Destroy it.
They move so much. We're just
They
getting an
move a lot.
aerial. We're getting an aerial shot.
Speaking of moving, the choreography was, as always with RIIZE, the choreography was amazing. Like this was a production. Like this was a whole theater show in a music video.
I felt like I was watching a theatrical performance and
Yes.
not a K-pop video.
Yes.
I think what this song needed was dynamics. It was very on the same note the entire time.
Yeah, it was very much like up here. The whole
I never
time.
got a break. I needed them to bring it down for a little bit and then let it
I
build
agree.
back up. I think if they
Yeah.
did that, I would have been all on board.
Yeah, we
But-
could build to the big dance break, but we have to build to.
We had to
it. Like,
build.
we can't just be there already.
No,
can't
we
start off with
started
that.
the song there, and then we stayed there the whole time, and there was no change. And I
Yeah.
think that that's not good for a song, at least for
Yeah, just-
longevity.
like on a technicality. Like it's
I-
not like a technically good.
So my
But-
ADHD did not mesh with this song because I got distracted because it wasn't doing enough to keep me engaged. So that's why when I listen to songs, I need them to be dynamic, so that way I don't let my mind wander. Because I think there was like at one point I even stopped watching the music video. Like I was like, I don't know, looking around my room or whatever else I was doing. I was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be paying attention to this. So like I noticed specifically in this music video that I had a moment where I did that. So it needs some dynamics.
Yeah.
I think this has been a problem with RIIZE for several of their songs. I remember thinking like I would get bored because they felt very level and not very dynamic. So I think if they did that, then it would fix all their problems. So just have moments like what we talked about with like Samuel's song, where you pull back a little bit.
Break it up a little, but don't pause the whole music video.
No,
For
no,
the
no, no,
love of
no.
God, don't do that.
Don't do that. That's not what we're saying. Don't
You can pause, but,
misconstrue.
like, briefly. Don't stop the whole song. Don't do that. But you
Like
can
the
cut out
most
the music a little
the
bit, do
most
something
pause the most pause that I accept in a music video is like in 17 Super when The8 walks in and it has like a second where he just walks
that
in,
builds
but
to
then
something.
but it built. It caught my attention. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what's he about to do?
Oh.
Because it was like
Oh.
less than 5 seconds. If you pause the song for more than 5 seconds, then
Yeah.
I will be annoyed, and I will probably not watch the music video very much because I want to listen to the song.
Like, don't have a whole monologue, because they could easily have like a theatrical monologue. I don't want
No,
that.
no,
We don't
no,
want
no.
that.
No,
We
no,
just
no.
want something like quick and like
Just to
something to
pause,
just, like-
something to be like, whoa,
Yeah.
were you paying
Kinda like a
attention?
little-
Are you paying
shake you
attention
back
now?
into it. Yeah.
And I
They
think
could do it. Like, they're so talented vocally, and like they're amazing
Performance-wise,
dancers.
yeah.
And like they're so good, but give us a little bit more. Because like
Yeah.
the song wasn't inherently bad. It was just like I could have used a little bit more in the song itself.
Yeah.
So it made this boycotting situation a little bit easier, because I listened to it. I was like, I don't absolutely love it, so I don't feel bad not listening to it all the time.
yeah.
I did feel bad when I took off the other RIIZE songs that I loved off my playlist because I was sad. But
Yeah.
so, but this one didn't hurt as much.
I do miss Talk Sexy. That was a good song.
Dog Sex is a great song.
So
Good
good.
guitar, still my love.
Yeah.
Haven't listened to that in a hot second.
Yeah.
I miss you. But
But yeah, we have so much to get
continue
through. Let's
on. I
continue
know.
on. We're way
yapping.
behind.
We are yapping.
Let's see.
Let's
Who's-
go.
Jin's here.
Jin, sure. Hello.
Okay.
Jin. We're back.
So,
J-Hope's gonna
actually-
be next month, so we got some more solos.
And they're all getting out of the military this month, so
Yep.
it's almost time.
Perhaps a group and
So-
down, maybe.
When I listened to this song I listened to right after the song that I told you caused me all the physical pain.
Oh, okay.
This song was a medicine to me.
That's good.
So
glad it helped.
I was getting a migraine from one of the songs that we cut for being just absolutely terrible. And then I played this and it made me feel a little bit better.
That's good.
Here's a clip. So yeah, his voice was so smooth.
Yeah, it's
Um,
nice. It's a
I
very,
think
like,
this is his best solo song in my opinion.
okay.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really relaxing. I think it suited him super well. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought he looked great.
Yeah, like actor Jin. When are we getting like an official?
He's wanted to
acting
be an
moment?
actor forever, so like seriously,
I'm
just
ready
give him
for
a
it.
role.
This gave me more hope that it could possibly happen because they looked cute. They were a cute couple, except for when they were fighting. That wasn't cute, but like it's fine. It works with the storyline. But yeah, like lyrically, it was like heartfelt and like I felt those lyrics. And I did listen to the full album, and the other songs I like off of it is called "With the Clouds" and "Background." Those are my two
I haven't
favorites off
listened to the
album.
full album yet because I've had migraines so much this
That's
month.
understandable.
I have not been listening to much music at all actually this month, but yeah, when I did listen to it, it was very soothing to me.
It
and
is a good soothing song. I have to be in a certain mood to like listen to it like outside of like this, I would say, because it's not like the typical genre I lean towards in my everyday life. But if I'm in that mood, this
is a song that I'm gonna listen to when I have to go somewhere too early and I'm waking up.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a morning song, like early in the day.
Yeah, but I did thoroughly enjoy it, and it's each BTS solo release is just building up my excitement for when they all come back as a
This is
group.
gonna be interesting.
I love his teaser pictures, sir. Wow.
6 reasons. 6 reasons they're on screen. I love it. Yeah, we're getting so many shirtless photos. Kasan
Kasan!
today.
And honestly, Songhwa too a little bit.
Oh yeah, but not as much.
Not as much.
San really went for it.
I saw Songhwa's first, and
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
said, "Oh no."
I saw San's first, so I was like, that was the first thing I saw when I opened Twitter. I was like,
The
oh, it's in
Songhwa
my
was the
face.
first thing that I saw on Twitter.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
BTS is
slapped
coming
me.
back. They're
Yes, soon.
less than a week, at least for Jungkook, at least.
Yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be a comeback until 2026, or if they're gonna. I don't know what they're planning.
Well, isn't there like a Festa announcement that I saw going
there is
around?
Festa happening.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly. They have to do something. Like
They gotta do
they're all gonna
something.
be- yeah.
Dude, the whole Korean economy's been waiting for them. So like,
We're ready.
the
We're here.
Korean government's ready for them, honestly. So
Yeah. So we'll see. Probably not an official album until 2026.
maybe a
I think,
single
'cause,
or something.
yeah, they're definitely because they were talking about in like their announcement, like they're perfecting it, like they're being very critical, and they're like, we want to get this right because it's been such a long time, and they want to make it perfect.
Yeah.
Which I love that for them, because they said the same thing about Map of the Soul 7, and it worked out well. Like that was the correct move to wait. So we'll see. They're probably gonna put out some singles, hopefully in Korean.
Yeah, I do. I agree. Take Two was incredible, so I hope their next release is also just as good. Let's see. We have a lot of boys, so
Yeah, let's just go through some boys right now. What?
so this
Oh,
yeah.
yes, NEXZ, is that how you say it?
Yeah, next C,
Or is it-
next G, next C, yeah.
Next-
Next G. Slow-mo.
so
So yeah, this is interesting because we have 2 like new JYP groups that came out this month.
True. Which
Um,
was the other one?
what they call KickFlip.
KFlip. Okay.
So I'm a little confused why JYP is debuted 2 boy groups around the same time. I think that's
I can't keep track of what companies do anymore or why they do the things that they do.
yeah. I think that's a little irresponsible. I feel
that's
because
JYP, isn't it?
I think that
Irresponsible.
I think that it like they can't properly promote both groups because both groups are similar to each other. I will
Well,
say
I
that I
think
think NEXZ's more of like the good boys and KickFlip's more
Yeah,
like the bad
KickFlip's more the-
boys.
They're not too bad. They're like
Cool we'll
boys
talk about
versus
them.
the
We'll talk
nerdy
about
boys.
them next. I think I'll have some things to say.
that's fair.
But yeah, so here's the clip from NEXZ. So I think they.
Aw,
I
look at
think
that emoji.
yeah. I think this was a decent song. I think it's not for me.
No.
But I
It's a
can
very
appreciate
what you would think, like this is what you think of a spring
Yeah.
release.
I appreciate what they did with the instrumentals in the background.
They're having a seance.
I don't know. Maybe they're just praying over their food.
Or praying over their food.
I
That
think
could be it.
that's
The one clip looked like a seance.
a little bit. I mean, that's not how my family looks when we pray around the table, but it does look a little ritualistic to me. But
It's a very perfect circle happening.
oh,
That's cute. Leave it there.
his fingers like in that grape though. Wow, I didn't notice.
That's
Oh,
it.
they're
I
J-pop. Oh, okay.
Okay. That's
Interesting.
what I thought, because I knew, like, okay. I knew
Yeah.
they were, like, but they're promoting as a K-pop group. It's confusing.
Yeah, I don't know because they've had like Korean releases.
Oh, yeah. I think
So,
they're,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I
I
can't
don't
get.
understand what people
I
do
don't.
anymore.
I don't know, and I feel like they're not promoted well enough for me to have the information in front of me.
They have
so,
what is that? The Jewish menorah? Is that what it's
what?
called?
A menorah? Is that the word for it?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I
Is
see.
that a real one?
I don't know. I don't know
I
what's
don't know.
happening
I'm
anymore.
confused.
Look, now that so I didn't notice these things when I first watched the music video. And now I'm a little
I
confused.
didn't either. I was confused. Are we having a Jewish seance? Like, or what are we doing? Because
I
it
don't-
might not be an official. It could just be a candelabra. I don't know. I'm
I
not
don't
Jewish.
know.
I have no idea. I just noticed it like right. It's right in front of my face.
I
right
was
now.
so distracted that boy put his finger all the way up in that grave.
He is up in that grave. Oh God.
I hope he washed his hands before he feeds his friend the
I'm
grape.
sure he does. They had to have prepared that. Like you can't just, unless he has pointy fingernails, which I don't think he does. Because like I could do that if I had my nails on, but I couldn't do that with my normal.
No,
nails
you have to
like
stick
this.
your whole. You have to like.
That
You have to
takes
like
effort
clean out the inside of that grape. To put it, anyways, we're thinking way too much
We were
about this.
distracted. Anyway, the song was nice enough.
It was
I enjoyed
fine.
it.
It was fine. The song was just fine.
As like the title suggests, it was like it's called Slo-mo. It was like a mellow
It was very mellow.
vibe. It was bright. It was nice.
I
Like, it was
appreciate what
good.
they did with the instrumental. I think the instrumental was the best part of the song.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
The vocals were good.
Something that was different. It was probably out of all of the newer boy groups, this one was the most memorable of the songs.
That's fair. Yeah.
I would still say it doesn't really leave the good camp, but it was
Yep,
slightly
we are
more
still in the good.
memorable. So
closer
I'm
to
gonna
very
need
good.
companies who with new boy groups to step it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what that entails, but I
We're
would
not
like it.
producers.
No.
We could just tell you to do better. We can't tell you how.
No,
better.
no, but like we recognize. I think we've listened to enough K-pop that we recognize
we
when
have.
something's good.
So much
And this is, I would still put this in the mid category.
Yeah. Wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad. I like their other stuff better. I think their debut song is still my
That was
favorite.
good.
But I mean, for a springtime K-pop song, it's not bad.
Better than usual.
Yeah.
Usually they're boring. At least this one wasn't boring.
It wasn't boring. I was engaged at least.
Yes.
So, there's
I mean,
that.
it was all due to these grapes.
No, I didn't even notice the grapes the first time. I was thinking about, honestly, what caught me the first listen was the background music. I thought
Yeah,
the instrumental was unique, and I appreciated that. But I mean, move to kickflip now since.
Yeah.
So
They kind of lost me a little bit. I was a kickflip fan early on, and they kind of lost me a
yeah,
little bit.
I think they lost their identity a little bit with this.
I know.
Their sound
They were
identity.
on such a roll. They were doing so well.
They are.
However,
They're
this is weird.
It was weird. I think this is like the kind
I
of
will say
song
the pre-chorus was amazing.
because it
but the rest
went
of
back
the
to their original sound of like
Well, I guess
little
yeah.
like slightly rebellious rockers. Like that's
This was like
kind of
trying to be rebellious. The lyrics
but
in
like
this
super
were
cringe. It was so cringe. This is like they're trying to like appeal to like Gen Alpha or something with these lyrics. Like we
I
don't
guess
need
the
no
babies, like-
education and
That like
Like-
if that part didn't exist, I would have liked it more.
or like just the little like random like they're throwing out like random like slang
Something
words
about
out of
Oh,
nowhere.
and they were like, "Come on, students," or something. Like, what was the announcement he made? It was like, "All the students, listen up," or whatever. I was like, "Okay,
But then like we don't need
I'm
no
not a student.
education. Like
let's go on vacation." That's literally the lyrics.
here's
But
we
I
have,
will
we have
say-
two clips. We have two clips. So
The pre-chorus
pause.
was wonderful. The pre-chorus is my favorite part. The rest of the song I can't speak for.
Yeah, here's the first clip.
It just hit me.
First
This is
of
Phineas
all-
and Ferb. This is Phineas and Ferb.
You're right, it is. But also, I feel like these are not the lyrics that we should be promoting to the younger generation.
Oh, come
you
on, we
should
didn't like
get
school,
you
you
should
know.
get an education though.
Yeah, once you get
No,
like once
this
you
is
graduate
actually-
high school, do whatever you want.
But this is actually
you
a
have to
problem.
graduate high
This is
school.
actually a societal problem for K-pop
That's
groups. Is
fair.
that
I
they don't
understand.
get proper educations because they're
I
debuting
know.
in middle school, and so
Well,
then
even like the reading comprehension level of society is abysmal. So I understand we do need an education. That is
Yeah.
a good thing to get. But after high school, you don't really need to.
But
do
like
much.
this is a thing that like a lot of former idols talk about as a problem is that because they spend so much time promoting as an idol, they don't a lot of times like they don't do well in school, they don't have degrees, so if they don't make it as an idol, they come back and they can't get a job because they have no education.
Yeah, like if some sort of controversy happens and they get kicked out of their group, like they're screwed.
They're done. Their life's over. Like you're basically stuck working retail.
Literally stock shelves is what most K-pop idols do if they don't make it.
Yeah, or like you just
agree.
get a series of part-time jobs because that's you can only do unskilled labor basically
Yeah.
because you didn't there
So
was
we
no
wanna
time for them to get
promote
education. So
But I
yeah.
understand this is supposed to be an angsty song. It just did
for
not
kids.
hit.
No. Not yeah.
The only part that hit was the pre-chorus,
That was it. And the rest
which
of
is
the song
unfortunate.
I was like I can't wait for this to be over.
Yeah, because then the other part is like, because we could either listen to the pre-chorus or listen to the freeze part.
Here's
Which one do you would?
well,
this will be
I
the
only
freeze part.
I only have the timestamp.
I
for
have
this, so
another timestamp if
Oh.
you want the pre-chorus, but this
Yeah,
is the
we'll
freeze
just-
part.
We'll just play the freeze part.
Okay.
It's cringe. It's
Yeah.
it's cringe. I feel like I'm watching like Nick Jr.
It's
I feel like I
but Phineas
no
and Ferb music is better. I like
Phineas and Ferb had some bangers, okay?
They continue to have bangers.
Like, what's that song? That I Ain't Got Rhythm. That was great.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That one was
The
so good.
tooth
So much
one,
soul.
The tooth.
The
one,
squirrels
that
in
one
my
was great.
pants.
Squirrels in my pants is iconic. It's what I think of when I play Squirrel Girl on Marvel Rivals.
But
Yeah, this is unfortunate because I was feeling kickflip. I was vibing, and then I lost the vibe.
Like we went from
I was
like
vibing up through the pre-chorus, and then after that it
it's
died.
like we went from music for like everybody. Like it was always like, yeah, I was younger, but it was like something
It was
that
youthful,
you could,
but it was good.
It was good. This is like we are solely targeting elementary schoolers. Not even middle schoolers. Elementary schoolers.
Yeah.
I was ready for them to drop like that, what is it, skibbity toilet RIIZE,
What?
whatever they do. Whatever the things that the kids are saying these days. I don't
I
know.
have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't understand the kids these days either.
Skibbity-doo, what?
I don't know. It's like skibbity toilet. I don't know. It's something
What?
that they say. I don't know. It's just what
I
the
have no-
kids talk about, and I don't understand them because I'm not a nanny anymore for kids of that age.
I apparently am way too old to know what you're referencing because I don't know what skippity-doo is. I'm sure they'll throw it in there if they learn of this term. But yes, Marvel Rivals. I've been obsessed lately. I am now a Lord Rocket. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
I
am
got
now a
Lord Rocket too. I'm working
I have
my way.
summer costumes. I have the
I
Squirrel
need
Girl
to-
one.
Yeah, they
It's
keep
so
releasing.
cute.
They keep releasing other things though that I'm using
know.
my units on instead
My
of
priority was
skins.
the raccoon one and the squirrel.
But I'm a Lord Luna Snow. K-pop.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be working on that. I'm working on Squirrel Girl right now.
Anyway,
But everyone gets mad if I don't play a healer because they're like, "Where's the healers?" And I'm like, "I've been playing a healer for years."
you can
I
play a
know."
healer.
That's what I say. I'm yelling at myself in the room because I'm not on voice chat.
I
But they're
know.
like in voice chat, like, why does no one want to play a healer? It's because I played a healer. I got to Lord Rocket. I don't want to play a healer anymore. I want to play something else. But anyway, that's our
Anyways.
youthful conversation, Marvel Rivals. Because I have encountered many a child in voice chat
True.
screaming about something. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
gosh, we have like half an hour to get through so many things.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyways,
continue.
here's a woman. We haven't talked about a woman in a while.
Let's go.
so
So this
this
is a
is-
breath of fresh air. I did not know who this was.
No, clearly a lot of people don't because the views are low. I'll give it a like. They're even 1,000 likes.
But Connor recommended it, and I listened to it, and I was like, ooh, this is nice.
Yeah, this was a
It
high.
was unexpected. Yeah.
True. This was like
She's
this
a
was
great
high
vocalist.
production for like
Yeah.
something some very nugu here. But here's the clip.
Feel yourself, it's wake up, can't stop.
The vocals on that.
She's got a
The
great
vocals on
voice.
that.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Yeah, to me, it's still very High School Musical, in my opinion, which isn't
little bit.
typically what I go for. But she's also so pretty. But no,
Like, it was very, like, youthful fun, but I think she has the talent to back
she
it up.
does. This girl can sing.
Yes.
And so even though this was a
Aw,
little,
that's cute.
it is, it was a little too OST-ish
It was a
for
little
me.
OST. Like, this is definitely like an end of a rom-com
It is, yeah.
type of situation. But I enjoyed it, though. Like, I
enjoyed
didn't know
my
what to
time.
expect.
Yeah, it won't go on my playlist, but I enjoyed my time while I was here. And I want to see what other songs that she does. I think she's got a voice that could do quite a few genres.
Yeah,
So I'd
she
be
has
interested
a
to see if she does
great
more.
foundation to her voice. Like, I think she could really do anything.
I think she should be in a musical, personally.
That would be fun. I would enjoy that. Maybe she
got it.
has. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know who
maybe.
she is. She
But
could.
that girl could carry a musical, in my opinion.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking of like what other genres that like something jazzy I think would be good for
She could
her.
do that well.
Yeah, like that's what my brain is jumping towards.
Because there is like still the brighter concepts that are a little bit less rah 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 and more like kind of like has like a depth to them. And I think she could still kind of do this brighter concept, but like still pack a punch. Because she
Yeah.
did amazing with the song itself. It's still not my favorite type of song, but like she did amazing vocally with it. But like I want to see her like just throw out some vocals on something else. Like, I don't know. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like Joe
no, Alex,
Yuri?
you're right. Oh, Joe, you're
What?
yeah.
Kind of like that kind of style of music. I think she could do really well.
True.
But
I could even see her doing something like what Yeji did with her solo.
That too.
I think she
She
could
has the
pull
look
off
for that,
that.
too.
She has the look. She can clearly dance too. Like she did quite a bit of dancing. But yeah, no, she's super like unique looking.
Because the name leads me to believe that she likes to do like the brighter kind of stuff. At least her company is.
Yeah, but she's still tatted up. Like so
That's
so
true,
it's like
true. And she has a lip ring.
yeah.
I think it's fake, but. And
Like,
like
look,
this,
she got
like this, like yeah, like this whole style led me to believe she could do something.
Like this is a cute
darker.
outfit, but she's still got like her piercings and her
Oh, yeah.
tattoos and everything. But yeah, no, I think like this what's her name? I just blanked on her name. She's an actor and she was in IOI and she did Business Proposal.
Oh, yes, I know, I love her. Why can't
I think of her name all of a sudden? But like the songs that she
it's an
does.
interesting name. Yeah. What is it? Is it Sejong?
Yeah, Kim Sejong.
Kim Sejong. I was like, what's her last name?
I think it's
Yes.
Kim. I'm pretty
I
sure.
believe so. That sounds right. That sounds correct.
But yeah, I think
But
she
yeah,
could do stuff like that
too.
So
like it's like theatrical, but like less like happy musical theater, and more just like musical theater, but like
that takes you on a
make it-
journey. Yeah.
make it like a pop song, I guess. Like less musical, more.
yeah. Connor, thank you for
Song.
telling.
Yes,
Yeah.
we got there eventually. I knew who I was. I could picture her, and like I knew exactly who you're talking about. I was just like, I can't think of her name.
Yeah.
It's a very unique name. At
They
least to me.
could collab. It would be a
They
banger.
could. That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
But yeah,
Yeah,
if
she's
you
so
haven't
cute.
watched that, go watch that. And Alex, I think that you like Twice. I think Twice fans would be really into this. So
Yeah.
go give it a watch and leave her a thumbs up, and
Because
we'll
I
see
feel like
what
she
she
could
does
fit
next.
in with the Red Velvet girls too. Like she has
She
that kind of
could.
vibe. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Red Velvet then?
Sure. Yeah, that's a good transition.
Oh,
With Tilt.
okay. Tilt.
Hello.
I don't know. I feel like this could also be like a video game reference or whatever. But
Is it?
when you get tilted in a game, it means like you rage. Yeah.
I don't
'Cause
know.
they-
what
they-
that means. I'm not
oh.
that much of a gamer.
Oh, it's like if you like you could get like so tilt is like where you get so angry that you end up like playing bad.
That's fair.
So
that happens to me.
yeah, it does. So it's like when people say like don't get tilted, bro, like or like bro, you're so tilted, like you need to calm
A
down.
little salute. So cute.
Yeah. Anyways, here we go with tilt.
Push me too hard, tell me to bad.
Because you're saying push me too hard, I'll tilt. I'm thinking like yeah,
That's fair.
that's what I was thinking.
They don't strike me as gamers though.
No, but League of Legends is huge in Korea.
That's fair. I'm sure they.
There's
Well,
also
that's a lot.
there's a
a lot of imagery.
lot of imagery. If you saw the teaser pictures, you know what they were aiming for.
There's
but
quite yeah.
oh, this is my favorite outfit on SEULGI like ever.
They looked stunning, and I will say I like the verses more than the chorus itself. I think the chorus kind of was a little flat for me.
I could see that, but I could also.
It was still good overall.
It wasn't a bad chorus. I think.
Yeah, no.
I think the chorus just needs the choreography to go with it.
Yeah, I don't think I could listen to it without watching something because
I
I feel like
could.
it just kind of.
I
guess.
I'm
I mean,
just
that's
really
how I actually first listened
yeah.
to it. But
I'm really into this genre right now, so like I think I like it more than you do.
probably.
Um,
I mean, I love the chorus in general. It's just like I feel like, in comparison to the verses were so strong.
Yeah,
Like, ooh.
yeah. The verses were really good. And also it was really hard to follow up Monster.
Oh
like-
yeah, Monster was perfection. So it's hard
like-
to follow that up.
Stupid good. But I think they did well. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I
I
mean-
mean she's bangs free. So
But yeah, she's free.
but yeah,
And the rest of the album is also good. I listened to the full thing.
I have not listened to it yet because migraines.
That's fair. But,
But-
I will say the album lives up. It's a good album.
Yeah.
They were and I will say the vocals at the end were
Oh, so
Amazing.
good. So good.
as you would expect. As you would
Yeah.
expect.
And I feel like they
But-
let IRENE pop off a little bit more. That was probably my only criticism of Monster, is that they didn't let her show off too much of her range.
Yeah.
She's a better singer than what people are led to
Believe,
believe. I mean, clearly she showed it off somewhere with her solo, but like before, like she used to get a lot of hate for not being able to sing. But it's more
Which is
all
wild.
I feel like all
considering
SM artists are good
Yeah.
singers. It's just
as
not
a,
all
as a baseline.
as a baseline.
They're good singers. Yeah.
But not all of them are allowed to demonstrate their range. I would say your worst SM singers still outsing a lot of other people.
Yeah.
They can outsing
Correct.
most of the entertainment industry given the chance.
I agree.
And you see that like mostly from like outside clips, like not in their actual discography, but like variety shows, or like if they're like just like doing like behind the scenes content, you'll see them like pop off or whatever. I know like Yeti from Red Velvet, she covered Fine by Taeyeon in a noraebang, which is super hard to sing, and she killed it. So it's like wow, like why does
I think they have
SM just
probably the
hold them
best
back?
vocal coach situation.
They
like,
do.
out of all the companies.
and I feel
they
like-
actually focus on that
I feel like
which
it
is
should
good.
be the standard
standard. Yeah. It's
for
not.
the entire industry. I don't know why it's not.
I don't know. You know, money's tight some days.
It's literally
Don't wanna-
like it's not even
would be
that
less
much of
tight
an
if you had great
expense.
singers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't, and it's like you don't. I think after a certain point, you don't even need a coach anymore. Like you're just good enough that you know how
You just
to
need to
do
build a
it.
foundation. Like in their
Yeah.
trainee days, you need to just push vocal skill.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
so it's
and
like
once you give them that foundation, they have it for life.
it's like them, and like I feel like 17's got a good foundation. Obviously, like KQ has a very good foundation with that, where they teach them to sing while they perform.
performing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
which
I feel like they're more like focused on the quality of performance, but that means actually working vocally as well. In
Yeah.
combination with working out your body.
Yeah.
For the stamina.
But like Red Velvet can do this stuff live, aespa can
yeah.
do it live, EXO can do it live. So it's like the SM groups have it all down.
It's a dying art, though.
I know.
these days.
Like I feel like other groups need to pay attention, or they're not going to have the longevity that these other groups have had. And I believe it was Chen from EXO that said that it was one of the main vocalists of EXO
Sounds
that
like
made
something he
a
would
that
say.
made a statement
it
saying
sounds
like if you can't sing properly, he's like your career's not going to last long. And he got a lot of
But
hate for
also
that.
it will also physically hurt your voice. Like,
It
you could
will.
get nodes.
And I don't want to shade this person again.
I know you. That's the first person I thought of, but people are noticing now that she is overusing her voice, and it is, I think, physically hurting her vocal folds. Like she is probably gonna come out and say
She's
that
gonna
her voice
have
has to get
she's gonna have
surgery.
nodules. Yeah, like she's you guys can probably figure out who we're talking about. I don't want to shade her all the time
I'm not gonna
because
say
she's
her
young.
name again.
No,
Like,
no,
we're
no,
not
no,
gonna
no.
do this to her.
But
like,
this another reason why
she
it's like,
started off so strong, but like she has overdone it, and I don't think she has the right training behind her
does
voice.
not have a good technique, and
I'm scared.
if it's wearing her down this bad already, like I can't imagine what it's gonna be like in a couple of years. So I like companies really need to start taking care of their artists better. Anyways, we have to move on. We are so far behind.
Let's go with UAU.
UIU Dreamcatcher
This
subunit.
is Dreamcatcher unit, though it sounds nothing like Dreamcatcher. This is the one I said I don't like the English in it. I think it could use less English. I would have preferred more Korean because I know
I agree.
I don't think there's any Korean in it, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember now that you bring it
I
up.
would prefer more English or more
Korean.
Korean. Sorry.
True.
The English was a bit
These are
too
not
much.
none of them are English speakers. I will say
Yeah,
the
and you
two
could tell.
the 2 months, because at first I was like, why are they saying 2 months? It's
Does it mean something?
Yes. So in Korean culture, it is typically after 2 months you're in like a serious relationship.
Okay.
Like that's when the relationship, like if you go past like 2 months, then
That's
it's like, all right, bet, like this is where we are. So from my
Yeah.
understanding, that is what the song is talking about, and it makes the lyrics make a
that
little
would
more
make
sense.
with the visuals as well.
It does.
But you can play the clip.
So Yeah, the chorus I think was the weakest part of the song, but my girl
Yes.
Sua.
I will say the strongest part of this entire thing, the visuals. They all looked
Oh,
stunning.
this animation part I hated. I thought the
Oh, yeah, that was
animation was
stupid.
super
That was
cheap and it
stupid.
didn't
stupid.
fit. It looked like really poor animation, like the sketches.
It looks
were
like AI generated animation.
It was really bad. But
the visuals are visual. Like the style is. I wish we got more Dreamcatcher in these fits. Like, let's do this styling on Dreamcatcher.
I adore Sua so
like,
much.
So gorgeous. Like, that was my favorite part of the entire comeback or debut, I guess, of this unit was the visuals. They look so good, and I like the choreography. The song didn't hit for me, but I did like the verses more than the chorus. The chorus.
I
was a
think
little
the
bit much.
song. I think I liked it more than you.
That's fine.
I'm gonna leave it on Sua because I have a girl crush on her.
Of course, as you should.
She's my bias
As we
record.
all should.
Yep. I'm gonna listen to it a few more times and let it hit. But yeah, I think the chorus was the weakest part. But I think the verses were good enough that it does carry.
And I will say I have heard like the little bits of the rest of the album, and those songs are stronger, and I like them more than this song.
True.
They've been posting a lot of live performances of it. And I'm like, "Ooh."
Yeah. So I hope that the unit does well. I want Dreamcatcher to have a lot of success, and especially now where they're kind of like
Kind of
things are a little rocky. Like
Yeah.
I want the members to still find success because I do really love them. I've loved them since pre-debut. I even listened to Minx when they were a thing. So yeah. So I really like them. But yeah, the song, it's not perfect, but I think
I
it
was
was
feeling
fine.
if there was more Korean, or at least some Korean, I feel like I would have preferred the lyrics more. Like I understood too much and I didn't want to. Like some of the combinations of words, I was like, okay, this is a little interesting.
Yeah.
Like it was just kind of like saying random English words at some points, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, like foundationally, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And then here's something, because it's almost already been 2 hours, so let's do JOONG real quick.
Yes, loved this.
I knew you would.
This
This
is
is
great
a-
genre
this is
for
a-
him.
this is a you
I love his
song.
voice on this. Yeah.
I think he's an incredible singer, but it's still this was still a little too ending movie credits for me. But here we go. He's got a great voice for rock, though.
I love his voice in rock music.
Yeah.
Like it's just it does sound like a ending credits scene song, but I liked it.
Yeah. I think if I saw this at the end of the end of a movie that I had a lot
Yeah,
of
that would
emotional
make sense.
attachment to, I would like it more. But I can't see
Yeah.
myself listening to it like in my free time. But
That's fine.
I do
He is an
really
icon,
like
so
I do really like this for him.
Yeah.
I think
I like
this
the style for him.
I think
That
this is
what-
where he
that is
should
my note.
stay. Yeah.
Yeah, my singular note is I love him doing rock music. That is
Like
where
he
he
can
should stay for a little
he
bit.
can sing for real for real. And I like that he's coming back into the industry.
And I love the visuals at the end. Like that was
Dude.
filmed so beautifully.
Let me highlight some clips here.
Oh,
Oh
and
man.
white.
Look at that. Like the lighting on that. Like it's so good. So yeah, I don't really have too much to say, but
No.
like
I just really, especially the end of the song. It was just it. Speaking of like building to something,
it does
to
build.
something at the end.
It does build.
Like the ending was perfection. So good job,
Yeah.
good job, sir.
I'm just gonna go through the male soloists that we have left a little
Let's go.
quickly. Here's BAEKHYUN. So BAEKHYUN's been putting out a lot of music lately.
Yes,
I
I
think
bought
this
his
is my favorite of his
The most
releases.
recent.
Yeah.
Or of all time. Are we talking all time, or are we talking
no,
most
no,
recent?
not of
Okay.
all time.
Yeah.
No, of all
Bambi is
time,
my favorite.
Bambi's good.
I listen to Bambi way too much.
Why do I feel like they're? What can I think
There
of?
was like the vampire one. I can't remember what it's called.
Pineapple
do you think of?
Slice.
That's the one.
Oh, maybe I like Pineapple Slice more still.
I do. I think I like Pineapple Slice more than this, but this was still good.
But also
I have been
Candy.
That one's really see like he's just really good. Just
Yeah.
understanding,
Anyways,
so, yeah,
it's hard. Baekhyun knows good music, but here's the clip.
correct.
He's so cool.
He's just good. Like he's just a great singer
he's a
and
natural performer. His dancing too, I feel like is super underrated.
Oh, yeah, the freaking shirt. Oh my god, that shirt is everywhere. Everyone in the K-pop industry has worn that shirt. If you're a male, you have worn that shirt. What a wild
But
ride.
I
Anyway.
feel like everybody always talks about his vocals, but even in Bambi, his dance was so incredible.
yeah.
And you wouldn't think a song like Bambi would be like dance heavy as it was,
I
but
still
it
wish
was.
I did a reaction to that. I didn't. I missed it. I am so stupid because the reaction I had to that song
But he
so intense.
we did give him an K-pop award for that song, I
We
believe.
did. That was I think the first time I had listened to it was at your house. At the
I
time.
believe so, and we were both kind of just sitting there like stunned.
we were just in shock because it's such an amazing song.
Yeah. But I think his dancing in this also really like shone what I'm trying to here, let me just mute
was
it and
shining
just
bright.
see if we can like
See, like,
capture
You can't
like
play the whole thing. Like,
no, I can't, but I just want to play
there you
some
go.
of
That's
it.
good enough.
Yeah, that's good
I mean,
enough.
to be fair, he's not with the evil company right now.
Yeah.
His solo
we
work
just
is
want
free.
to shout him out a little bit. And there's good animation in this compared to
Yeah, this
the
animation
Dreamcatcher.
made sense. I also like his hat. It's cool.
True. This is such a bejeweled cowboy hat. But we love
Yeah.
Baekhyun here, and we love
Unfortunately, I
the
didn't
song.
even film a reaction. I wish I had filmed it at least so I could release it later. But no, that was a pure reaction at your house, and no
Yeah.
one will ever see it again.
No, just only
But anyway,
only
the full
me.
album of this is also the full album is great. Lemonade is great. We're gonna get a music video for that
Cool.
this month. I think it's already
I'm
out.
on a lemonade kick right now. Anyway, I've been drinking it every day.
We also got Lemon Drop coming up from.
True.
We got a lot of lemons.
Gonna have to
But in
drink
a
some
good
more
way.
lemonade. Anyways,
Okay.
our last
Poster
male
boy.
soloist.
Yes.
A surprise
So this is
for me.
JAECHAN from DKZ, I believe is his group name. Question mark? I'm not super familiar. It was
I
just
don't
written
know
next
who
to
he
his name.
is, but I was
Yeah.
kind of a fan of this. So
Yeah. I don't love the main poster boy part. But
I
the rest of
don't
the song is
either.
great. Yeah.
The part leading up to it was amazing, but let me
Yes.
unmute it.
Yeah. But like
But-
the entire song, great. The poster boy part, not my favorite.
No.
The main part of the song, that's the title. Unfortunately,
But
was
here's
not
the
it, but-
clip. He's got a really great vocal tone. And
He's
yeah,
a
the
dynamic dancer, performer, very fun.
I love it when they perform in front of like a stage like that.
Yeah.
Like with all the lights and stuff. I feel like that it's such like a good like cost effective concept. It's
Oh,
so
and the
easy.
lights. I like the light.
Oh, the
background.
lights are incredible. It's so hard to find a good pause though.
I know.
That's decent.
He's a little blurry, but he's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it was a surprise because I was unfamiliar with him. I didn't know what it was gonna be like. But outside of the one like poster boy like moment, the song was
main
great.
part. Yeah, I was like, just change the title of the song and take that part out, and I'll absolutely love the entire thing.
Yeah.
But
His
it wasn't enough to like ruin the entire
no,
song.
no. I'll still listen to
was-
this again.
Yeah, it was still good overall. It's just I wish that part was slightly different, or just changed a little bit. But yeah.
Oh wait, he's in
solid.
a wait. Is that Connor? You saying he's in a boy love drama? Is that what that is?
I mean, there's so many
dude.
or K-pop idols doing that these days.
Yeah, that'll give him a Tumblr fan base for sure.
I mean, all of Zero Base One is essentially in a boy love drama right now. Zero Base One is a boy love drama.
Yeah, but the Tumblr girlies will be all over him for that for sure.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
They know
All
what they're
of Korea
doing.
Would be.
Oh, true. That's
They love those. They love girl love. They love boy love. They love it
I
all.
know. Yeah, because like Hetty did a girl love drama, and people were like, "Oh, girl, okay."
I'm assuming that. Oh, maybe that's the title of the boy love drama.
Is
I'm
it?
assuming
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah. That's
I don't know.
what I
But
thought.
yes, he is in DKZ.
Cool,
group.
cool. Well, I hope that he does well in his career.
Yeah.
This was a good
I
song.
mean,
Good,
Clearly
good.
killing it.
Also, it's on the views are low, so go give it a
more views
and a thumbs
I
up.
don't know if it's posted because sometimes they post it on different
True,
things, so
true,
maybe
true.
it's posted somewhere else.
Yeah, I hope so
But-
because I feel like it deserves far more views than that.
'Cause I've seen people talking about it. It's just maybe I'm
Yeah.
just in the niche area of the internet.
But yeah, let's move along. We have a few bigger ones, so we're gonna end up going over. It's okay.
That's fine.
I have an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
I don't
you
like
probably
this.
don't like this one. I assumed you wouldn't.
I don't like it at all.
That's
Yeah, I really don't.
I played it in the car. You were there.
I was asleep.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. I wanted to like it. I can't.
fair.
I've listened to it a few times now. It's not.
Yeah, this is not my favorite thing they've ever done. I love the intro. That was stunning. I think this is their best vocally, showcasing in like a main comeback. I think their vocals are amazing on it. I don't like
I would still say Deja Vu is better for vocals than this.
This is a different kind of vocalization though, I think. So like this
It's
is showcasing a different I guess. Like cuz Deja Vu is like kind of like in the rock-ish genre.
Which
guess,
I
of
think
vocals.
that's where I think their
They're
strengths
good
are.
at it. But they also are really good at the R&B stuff too, which is what was showcased here. So,
Yeah. But here's the clip.
Your love language. What's your love language?
It's just yeah, I don't know. I just got really
My least favorite part
I
is
like
the talking part.
Yeah.
Tell me what your love language. That's my least favorite part of the song.
I really didn't like
I like the
that.
rest. I like the rest of it.
Okay, Brooke, I'm
We
not
got-
alone. Okay.
That's fine. I'm in the minority.
This is not what I want from TXT at all.
And I will say, it is closer to their earlier sound than their their current So it is kind of going back to
Yeah.
We Lost the Summer a little bit, which I love. We Lost the Summer.
I
But
don't-
this is kind of like a similar vein as
They're
what that is.
early songs that like I really liked. I mean, Runaways like
Puma?
my favorite. Oh, I did like Puma.
I know.
I did.
It
I
is different than
unironically
this.
like that. Yeah, but I also like I loved Crown as a debut, and so it's like I don't dislike their bright music either, but
I love this comment. I don't know. They're growing up right before our eyes.
True, but yeah,
I like the little nod to Guilty choreography. That
Yeah,
was
true.
fun.
Yeah, I don't understand why they got hate for that. Like, it's not a copy, it's a nod, it's a reference.
Yeah.
It's a compliment,
great.
not a copy. That's
And yeah, it took me a few listens to like get over like the chorus noise thing that happens.
yeah.
It's like the doo 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 that like musically. It's a little bit distracting. It's a little bit too loud, I think.
I would have been more accepting of this had Over the Moon not been their last release. This is too close to Over the Moon.
The
got-
discourse happening.
Yes.
I'll just let you guys talk it out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
won't
so
speak on them.
I think if they want to do softer songs, I think they need to balance it out with something that goes a little harder. I think that's where their strengths lie, is that they can.
They do the one genre very well, which is like the angsty kind of rock sound.
Yeah.
They do it very well.
But they also do like Blue Hour very well.
Yeah. I think they were just trying to mix it up, and this is similar to
It was too
previous
similar to
concept.
Over the Moon.
a little bit. I understand, and not many people loved that concept from them.
I liked
It
Over
is
the
what it
Moon more
is.
than this.
That's fair.
But yeah, I need them, if they're gonna do a soft song, they need to balance it out with something that's not. I think they're good. They have like a nice duality to them, and I think they need to balance it out more, because staying in the soft for too long is not for me. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just
No, I enjoyed it.
It's weaker.
It's not my favorite thing they've ever done.
Yeah. But anyways.
It's a good like At the Ocean song. It just has that kind of energy.
Yeah.
At least for me. Like
For
it's
you.
Like, you need to be around, it needs to be around water. I need to be around water when listening.
Yeah, I will still play Wave by ATEEZ, or
That's right.
I will Yogi Ocean View. But
and I liked like the visual, like where the location that they're at was very pretty.
oh yeah, the music video is great.
It was giving Italy and or Greece.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like the music video, just not the song, which is sad because I like TXT a whole bunch. But whatever.
I can
Anyways,
now switch my ears.
oh, this always trips me up. I don't like that
I'm
they do this.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I also don't know why. I mean, I guess it's like a funny thing because it's not actually that graphic.
No, it's not.
I feel like the pre-release was more graphic than this one.
Wait, I don't know what they were going for with the pre-release, honestly. I don't know what that song was trying to accomplish.
I ended up liking it more than I thought I would, but I still didn't love the pre-release.
I still don't like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's the clip from Good Thing.
Baby, I heard you're a good thing. It's really, really, really good.
I think this song is great.
Okay. It's not my favorite from them.
This is a second gen callback song.
That makes sense.
So, this is very Tiara, old 4-minute, which makes sense because this is Cube. So I'm thinking this is very, very 4-minute actually. The more I think
That's
about
fair.
it,
Yeah.
4-minute used to, like, I'm thinking, maybe like a What's Your Name kind of a vibe,
Yeah.
or I would even say Hot Issue. So I think that's why I like this, because 4-minute is like, they were my ultimate girl group for the longest of times, which makes sense. It's Cube. That's where 4-minute was from.
I will say I love Mion's voice in this. I wouldn't
yeah.
think she would do this concept so well, but I love her voice in this. I think it suited it really well.
And
Yugi's voice.
Also Soyeon was giving G-Dragon.
She was also giving like Miley Cyrus in
Yes.
Bangers era.
True.
That's what I was getting.
And at first
But,
I
like,
was
I
very hesitant about the direction she was going in visually, but I kind of am
It
okay
makes
with
sense.
it. I'm
Yeah.
actually down with it
Yeah.
after seeing the
Like,
whole
she-
product. She
Out of
owned it.
everything. Yeah.
She owned it. She worked it. Like, she's blurry,
she is
but
punk rock.
she is.
punk rock.
And I'm glad, because she said she wanted somebody to have short hair for this, but she didn't want to ask anybody
It's
else to cut
me.
their hair, so that she did it herself. And so respect. But also I think because my criticism with Idol's music lately has been like the English has not been good, but I think this song was better. This is better uses of English, which I think is something that they needed. I think they were getting it was starting to wear on me, that because
Yeah,
they've
it was
had
no longer camp. It was out of the camp category and into
Yeah.
something else.
yeah. So if you like second gen music, you would probably like this.
It was giving Guy Fieri. Fair. All she needs is a flaming shirt.
Dude,
She's right there. I want to collab with them. That'd be fun.
that'd be awesome. But yeah, I like this. I like it far better than Klaxon. Whatever. That
Oh yeah,
was.
Klaxon was not it.
No,
This
no,
was
no.
way better
I
than
don't
that.
listen to that song. For being a huge Idol
Yeah.
fan, I did not listen to that song.
It's unfortunate because visually the concept photos were so nice. I was hoping it was going to be a Dundee Dundee part 2, but it's not.
No.
It was horrendous. It was nowhere near Dundee Dundee.
Yep. But
But
good
anyway,
on G
This was
Idol.
fun. Not necessarily something I'm going to be listening to, but I appreciate
Oh,
that it
I
was
will
good.
be listening to it, but
That's
that's
fair.
because it is good for me. Anyways, meow.
It is a good thing for you. Meow. We are now cats.
No, but that's the name of the group.
I know.
I always want to call them MEOVV, though.
Yeah, but that would be dumb.
No. Here's the first clip. We have 2 clips.
Top, 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 feel the raindrop. In the review, they say no more doubt. What's
These girls have
this-
found their sound.
Yes, I hope they stay here and don't try to switch it up because I'll be mad if they do.
I don't know what they debuted with when they had
Yeah.
this capability the whole time.
When they could do this. Also,
oh,
there was
oh.
hello. They have some like voice twins with Blackpink though. Like there are
Do
some
they?
voice.
You think so?
I feel like there's like a Jenny Rose mixture twin. There were elements of this that I was like, this is giving Blackpink, but like not in like a shady way, like in like a great way. Like they have similar vocal tones or something.
I guess I
because
didn't-
there were elements of it that
don't
just sounded
see that.
like Blackpink to me. But it's not a negative thing. That is a positive thing.
Okay, I think their voices are. I don't personally see that, but if you do, that's fine.
I hear Blackpink in some of their voices.
Yeah, but we have two clips. Here's the rap from it.
My tail been rocking with too fast and can't get the time with my girls don't bring no limit. Fire it up, sound like nobody but.
So yeah, their rapper is good. Their singers are good. They do have a 16-year-old in the group, which does irritate me, because if they didn't, I would be buying their albums at this point.
But if they didn't, would this be K-pop? Is it K-pop without a child amongst 20-year-olds?
Yeah, it's so exhausting. I want to support them, and I want to
exhausting.
support ISNA, but I can't because they keep putting minors in their group. I wish that they didn't have minors, because otherwise they would be one of my all-time favorites. And yes, I did love the rap. I did, like, as soon as that live stream was over last time, I went and watched it, and I was like, wow, this is a banger. So yeah, no, Meow is continually delivering. We had a fumble with the debut.
Yeah, and Body was a little
Body
bit
was not
great.
good, but Toxic was so good that it made up for it. And then we had Hands Up, and we got this. Like, I'm very excited about the direction they're going in.
Yes, I hope they do not. I'm talking to the company. I hope you do not mess this up, because you are on a banger streak, and I swear if you mess this up and start giving them weird crap again, I'm gonna be
Because
mad.
if you get too many weird songs in there, I'm not gonna buy concert tickets when they're old enough.
I would not
But
see a
if-
concert if I know like there's gonna be like weird songs I don't like.
I could put up with their debut song in a concert, but if
Yes.
they get too many, then it's like, am I really
Then it's
gonna
like,
spend a
I'm-
couple $100 on getting only, like, yeah, you get some bangers, but I'm gonna have a bunch of songs that annoy me in the middle of it.
So like, please keep doing this. Like, it doesn't have to be a copy of this, but just like this style. It's so good for them. Like, it's just refreshing.
Nobody's doing this
No,
either.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Like,
So yeah, I'm
anyway,
really
SHINee.
liking Meow right now. I hate their name, but I hate
It's like-
calling them Meow,
Yeah, it just sounds like we're trying to be cats.
and I don't like that. But
Anyway, SHINee's
SHINee.
back with
poet
a new-
artist.
yes.
So here's
The
the
fact
first
that-
clip.
Oh, okay. You can play the clip.
Yeah, we have 2 clips. So yeah, it's all right. It's not my favorite
How
SHINee
dare
song.
you?
Oh,
I
did
loved
you?
it.
Oh,
Like, I think it's really great. I also love the fact that Jonghyun wrote and produced it, and his voice is in it.
it does sound like him. Yeah.
I mean, his voice is
Yeah,
literally
it's in it. Yeah.
But I
wish
'cause I wasn't around in K-pop when he was alive. At least to my knowledge, I didn't know it. Like, I only entered in after he was gone. So, but like, it still like hit a nerve for me. Like, I was like emotional about it.
because now you
Even
know.
though I didn't know him.
Well, because you've
Yeah.
gone back and you've listened to older SHINee and you
Yeah.
know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but like I didn't get to love him when he was here. So now that
Yeah.
I get this, I'm like, oh, this is actually like a really cool way of honoring him.
just didn't like the chorus. I liked the verses a lot, but the chorus, I don't know. I think I didn't like the lyrics of the chorus. The poet artist.
That's fine.
I wish they went with
liked
either
it.
poet or artist, not both together. I don't know. That kind of like tripped me up. But I liked the dancing.
good
I liked the music video. It sounded very on brand for them.
Yes.
But yeah, I wish, because it was, his like final contribution. I wish that I liked it more.
I liked it.
I know.
It was a perfect amount of brightness and like darkness at the same
Yeah.
time.
But here's the
Because
second
it could
clip.
have gone all the way bright, which I wouldn't have liked as much. I like that there was like kind of like a darker layer to it. This is my favorite part of the entire song. It was so fun.
It's fun.
It's just, it was different, but like in a fun way. Like, it was giving like scatting like in jazz, but like in a different way than you would typically see. But anyway,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It's
overall.
not a bad song. It's just not quite my style, which sucks because I wanted it to be, but oh well. What is my style though? Finally, we're at the end now.
Is that it? Are we done with everyone
This is
else?
this is it. This is it.
Is this it?
Yes, I double checked.
here?
I've been crossing them off my list. This is the last one.
Okay.
It's 17.
Here we go.
It's Thunder.
Somebody, they're back.
Let's see.
Back
15.
again.
5. There we go.
I'm trying to find them on the. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Here is the clip.
Yes.
So this so when we were talking about Just Be a couple months ago, we were
Which
like,
I have been listening to endlessly.
yeah, we're
The
still
chess song, love it.
we're still rocking that song.
Haven't moved on from that one yet.
Nope. But you know how we mentioned that like we were missing like 2010s dance music?
This is it.
This is Tayo Cruz Dynamite all over again, but in
But
K-pop.
also like a G6.
I love like okay, this is super cringe of me to announce. Recently I
Announce
was
to the world you're coming out.
I was
What is it?
I was thinking about like a G6 a couple weeks ago, and I was like, that song was so good. Like, it's super cringy, but I turned it on one night. I turned it on one night. I listened to it 10 times in a row, and every time I was just like, this goes so hard. Nobody makes
Getting
music like this
slippery.
anymore.
Like a G6, like a G6.
I got sober girls around me. They be acting like they drunk. Lyrical masterpiece.
The fact that we were like singing that in middle school is
Dude,
iconic.
it was so... No, I was in high school when that came out, I think.
Was it? I think
yeah,
maybe I was like in 8th grade. I don't know. I was young. I was
when did,
young.
like,
I was not like a
G6
G6 at that time.
Yeah, 2010. I was in high school. It was just some idols are born in that year. I was in high school. But anyway, Connor, you've never heard like a G6?
You need to educate
It's-
yourself.
Go back through some music history.
I saw someone on Instagram like
Okay,
play
you were
these next
kidding,
to
you're
each
kidding.
other.
Bruh.
I saw them play them next to each other and like kind of like flowed them
I
together.
need
and
to
was
go.
like, oh.
I need a mashup.
I'm not sure if I sent it to you. I might not have, but I
Okay.
should have.
Is there a mashup of them?
Someone did it.
Okay.
It wasn't like a full thing. It was like an Instagram person.
Okay.
So it was like 30 seconds long.
But I absolutely love music like that. Like, I was a huge like Kesha fan back in high school too. Still am.
Still am.
Love
her music.
But yeah, I love that 17 did this. This
Yeah.
is the mood I have been in. This music video was wild. Everybody was doing the most.
Like, I hate the little rat tails, but honestly, he pulled them off so well.
Him and
Thank
Hongjoon
you.
are like the only people that could do that.
I will accept it if it's temporary.
Yeah.
I will not. If it's real hair, like no.
No,
But
absolutely
I know
not.
they're clip-ons, so it's fine.
It's so hard to get like good still shots in this music
They're
video.
moving
So
constantly.
much was happening.
My favorite part might be Wonu's part. It just came in so
Oh
hard,
yeah, it did.
and he's like,
Well, I
"Oh,
also
it's
really
good."
liked. I mean, I'm biased, but I like Joshua's chorus part at the end that he
That's
got.
right. And he wants to get effed up. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
That was
let's
surprising.
go.
I was like,
Is it
oh,
really?
okay.
Because we saw him cover what's the name of the song?
Yeah.
The diss track that the hip hop
thing,
team put
yes.
out. I can't. The title's in Korean. I can't think of it right now. But he did Vernon's part.
And the rest
It
of the,
shouldn't
have you listened to
surprise
the rest of the album?
us. A good chunk of it, not the whole thing.
Okay. I
Um,
wish they censored it less, because there are some, there's too much censorship on this album, because there are some curse words I would like to hear in these songs, because the songs are amazing, but I feel like they're censored too much. They didn't censor this one though.
I feel like they're trying to keep 17 as like a wholesome image.
But the problem is the original of the the what is his name? The guy who helped produce this song. What is his name? Dang it, Pharrell. The Pharrell.
Oh
song,
yeah, the Pharrell song. That was really good.
The original hat is not censored, so I'm like,
Mhm.
why did we not just release the original? That's my
True.
only complaint. Because it's
True.
such a good song, and I'm like, I want to hear it in its full capacity. Because other people have heard it, I haven't heard it, so I just want to hear it in its full form.
True.
But we're allowed to drop F-bombs in the title track, I guess, but not in that one. But anyway.
Anyways, let's do our top threes.
17.
Because I've had food
What a
sitting
time.
next to me for like an hour and a half now. It's probably cold. I want to eat it. Anyway.
And I will say my favorite off of it is the Eights solo. I think that's my most listened to song so far off the album.
It is a
Out
really
of
good
the
song.
solos.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Anyways, my number 3 is Drop Top by Meow.
That is also mine.
Oh,
It is
okay.
a girl anthem.
It is.
I loved it.
My number
They're not
2.
saying funk. They're not saying funk. I can assure you they're not saying. He didn't say it. The lyrics on the screen said otherwise. Anyway.
Oh, okay. My number 2 is Tilt by IRENE and SEULGI.
Okay, this is where we split ways.
I
'cause
figured
this
we
is
would.
P1 Harmony's Duh. I loved it. It's so fun. It's so fun to listen to in the car.
Yeah, that's an honorable mention for me, I would say.
Okay.
And I mean, our number 1 is pretty.
It's
17. Yeah.
It's Thunder. It was so good.
Yeah.
It
I
brought
mean,
me back
other
to my
my
younger
other
days.
honorable mention I think would be Mark, Tuan, Samuel. And I-DLE. I think those were.
And then like surprise honorable mention is the VVES thing because I was
Oh,
not
yeah.
expecting to love that as much.
Oh yeah, that was super
That was-
interesting.
That was
So.
so much of a surprise. I was not ready.
Yep. That is, but that was May, and now we have
May.
June. So
Yeah, I can flip my little thing.
Flip your
over. So
calendar.
Here is May. It's very cutesy. very, very May. And then
hello,
June.
Yosong.
Yes. We're getting back into the vibes. His blush is on point.
It says in the video that it's funk.
It's not. I read the lyrics.
Does it say it
That's
in the
also not a-
official album?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I
look.
have the album in front of me.
Yeah,
Shall
you
we
look at it.
open Shall we vibe? You can look it up online.
I am.
I read the F-bomb. I will break out my Happy Birthday album. I will get the official lyrics. Because maybe I misread. Maybe I didn't see it. Where are you? Here we go. Here. Also, I loved HBD. I didn't think I was gonna love it as much. The Happy Birthday to you. I actually ended up really liking that.
That was a good song too.
Let's see. Where are you? Ring ring. It does say funked. That's not a word. Well, the lyric video people say the F-bomb because that's what it should be.
Oh.
There's no way he said that. That's not a word.
Anyway, we're gonna have a busy
And yes,
month.
everyone and their mother is coming back in June.
Yeah.
ATs,
Blackpink.
allegedly. We don't- they might be pushed back. Who knows?
They can't because they're on tour. It's now
I
or
mean, they
never.
just they'll probably drop it as they're getting on the plane. Like it's that kind of
I'm not sure
thing.
why, like, the girls themselves
No
are
one
so
knows.
punctual, and then the company is always late. But anyway, I'm
They
gonna go
finished
eat.
it.
I'm
It's
gonna
in
go
production now.
eat this food that's probably cold. I hope that you guys had fun
can heat
hanging
it up.
out. I know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to. But yeah.
And we will see you in June, I guess.
All
Right?
right.
Or I guess technically July. Well,
Yeah,
we are in June.
we're in
We will
June.
see you in July. You may see more from us in video form. Because I did film stuff. I swear I did. It's just like I have been so busy and tired. And I just cannot edit anything. The most I can do with my brain is play Marvel Rivals and level up my Rocket Raccoon, okay? That's about all I can do. Oh yeah, and Hypen's coming, and I guess
True.
Stray Kids is. I didn't know Stray Kids was, but they're on
Well,
tour.
I already listened to NHYPEN's like pre-release, which is great.
Okay, yeah.
So, loved that. But yeah,
There
guess
we
we'll
go.
see you next
But-
time.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.